Hi, happy Wednesday, everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
Happy Wednesday indeed.
Happy Wednesday.
The kids leave the best things just on your desk. I
Yo,
just
I'm
saw
not
this off to the side. I was like, what's this doing here?
I'm not gonna lie. I saw the new Buzz Lightyear movie that's coming out, and I'm like,
God,
I am low key hyped for that movie.
it
Can't
I
looks
wait to
really
see
like
it.
the
good.
cartoon they made about it. I did like the trailer. I saw one person said that 2021 Buzz Lightyear looks like he turns his body cam off at
Yes.
traffic stops, which I thought was pretty funny and not inaccurate.
It's
But
because his little red guy was like all
yeah, he's just like
messed up.
it's a halt in under the order of Star Command, and just
Yep.
cut the video.
I mean, I'm
What
sure
happened to
I'm
Zurg?
sure we're gonna
I don't know.
see some character growth that is pertinent to the zeitgeist of today,
Sure.
because that's what happens, right?
I'd love to see that from Disney.
Yeah. So yeah, hey everybody, High Shelf Collective. Tonight we are going to be playing some red markets for all of you on stream. We've just done a bunch of really cool stuff. We'll get into recap here in a minute, but other stuff that High Shelf Collective is up to, we're doing a lot of fun stuff. I have tonight's the night where we have like all the people who are in charge of various things on at the same time, which is super great. Let's see, we've got some red market episodes that are due to go live on YouTube. So I think those are going to go live tomorrow night or tomorrow midday. And so we're going to get pretty much everything caught up on the YouTube front from a red markets perspective. Those are all going to be live. They have been on Twitch. So anybody who's missing out on red markets action, the latest episodes are all on Twitch, but they're all about to go live onto YouTube. And I think next I should turn over to Ethan to talk about our schedule. Our schedule is relatively simple, I think.
It is, yeah.
Right now.
It's become much simpler now post spooky month.
Yes.
Do I have a special scene, or am I normal?
I still feel
not
like
for
we need to
November.
use. I
Okay.
think we need to use the old scene. I think that's just
Do you need
how it
you need
is
a
nowadays.
Okay, that's
Not
just
long.
all right.
Nope, just
Not long.
forever.
It's forever. It's
Just
always,
forever.
It's
Well,
always
guys,
the...
if you didn't know though, it's almost Halloween. Guys, it's almost Halloween. It's just like 360 something days till Halloween, so that's not very long. In the grand scheme,
Any
of
day now.
the
Yeah.
universe, any day now.
My kid wants to go trick-or-treating right now, so I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, every kid does. They're like, why can't I do this every night? I just go around in a fun costume and I get candy. This is the best day ever.
That's right. You know,
Halloween
is how low key kids start getting into cosplay.
yeah, that's
Just
right.
low
That's right.
key.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like, and so we still have a bunch of candy left over because apparently our street is not the popular street to go down where I live.
I mean, there's you'd think it would be with the like
with the giant
cemetery
graveyard,
across
yeah, across the street, yeah. But for whatever reason, it's not. Everybody wants to go down the other streets. So, anyways,
Lame.
we have tons of candy left over, but at the end of my street is a Catholic school, and so every morning there's a bunch of Catholic kids that walk to school and then they like walk home. And I'm thinking about like just setting the bowl out with like the Mary and Pippin meme that says, "But what about second Halloween?" Right? And
That's
like
good.
just evaporate that candy. So I gotta work that one out.
There was like I think about 3 gas stations I stopped at on my drive back had like, because I was driving back like November 1st and 2nd was like my drive back, and like probably 3-4 gas stations just straight up had like little bowls with like take one, and it had like little tiny candies. And then one of my coworkers gave me a little bag of Halloween candy today. So
No.
the spirit lives on.
I think
spirit
that'd be a
lives on.
really good thought experiment though, David, because you know those kids were told not to just like take random candy from places and like
Yeah,
but
and we
now
still
there's
have
free-
a pirate flag, so like we're already kind of like the dodgy house, you know.
Mhm.
Ethan saw off flags. We have a freak flag.
Yes,
Let your freak flag fly. That's
Yes.
part of it.
Mhm.
that's good.
Um,
So yeah,
but yeah.
Halloween is done.
yeah,
For real.
sort of. It lives on in our hearts. But we have some things. We have some things. We're doing some things. We got a couple things we need to reschedule. So we've got our faux one shot, or pho, however we want to pronounce it. It's a pho van, but it's for the Paranormal Hunters organization. That wonderful Lasers and Feelings hack that Heather made. That we want to run that. Like, that's not going anywhere. It's
Yeah.
mandatory now. You make a thing, you got to run it. Period.
That's right.
So we've got that we're going to reschedule, and we got trophy that I think needs to be rescheduled as well. The space
Yeah.
trophy, because
I
I
still have to
still
do it.
just want to. I still want to see that group of people tear each other to pieces. We got Blair
so good for
and
that.
Rich and
It's so good for
Nighthawk.
that.
This is so perfect. But in the future, the things we actually have on the schedule. Friday, we've got our next world building with Legend Keeper, which I think is going to be like a player, like a group of players, or talking about how they kind of like made Legend Keeper their own, and like just did this whole cool thing. But then like we don't have a ton of other stuff, so we got like red markets every Wednesday, unless we miss one. And on the 11th, we'll be back with Tomb of Annihilation.
That'll be good.
Also, Ethan, real quick, Saturday we either will
Saturday.
have the Alliance Space Mass Effect or Cyberpunk International.
Gotcha.
Sweet.
So Casey's gonna run something Saturday, is what I'm waiting, and we'll TBD. We'll do something. But Casey's gonna run something during the Mass Effect time. Let me add that now.
And we have some things brewing for middle of November. We still have to like pin them down and get them sorted. Like we have the part 2 of the Alien game to do as well.
Right.
So we have a bunch of stuff that's like
Yeah.
still trying to find a home, so we can get to them in this month if at all possible. But yeah,
Or early December.
or early December, which we are wont to do because November is impossible to schedule. So is December. We'll figure it out.
It's weird. But we're also gonna do 12 days. Little thing.
That's why I was
Got that
saying.
brewing up.
That's
Right,
why I was
look at
saying early December.
That's right.
We could
Yeah.
also think
So
about
so
that.
stay tuned for that, because we're taking it easy for like November, but like December we're gonna do like maybe not 12 actual, maybe 12 day, not in a row.
We'll
Maybe
figure it
not
out.
in a row. But we're gonna do something.
Last year was fun, but it nearly broke a few of us. So we don't want that to happen again.
I have a very short memory, David. Like,
I will not allow us to do that again. I will not allow us to do
Okay.
that again. If the plan is something that looks a lot like what we did last year, I will say no.
it is not. It is not. But
Uh,
we will discuss later.
But yeah,
We'll figure that out.
we're gonna do that. But that's our thing. That's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, it's good.
Um,
It's good.
We got a few things coming up. But
Thank you,
that's me.
Ethan, for the streaming report, for the Twitch reports in the sky.
Twitch reports coming to you live from the ether.
The Ether, that's right.
It is Chopper Ethan here with your Twitch report.
That's right.
And Shopify.
And to pivot over to merch real quick, because Kratrina, we have you on this channel right now. This show, it's really nice having you here because you are queen of merch. You know all the things that are happening with merch.
I
Can
do.
you talk
do.
very briefly about what's going on in merch land for us?
Yes, I can very briefly talk about merch. Yes. We do have merch up on Redbubble or TeePublic if you'd like to go get it. I think TeePublic is still having their 35% off sale. But
They
you know
just
what?
started a new one. They like
TeePublic just does that. So like if it's not on sale today, wait until this weekend. It'll be on sale. But we recently put up the All Is Well GAC shirt. That Mike has
That
there.
was good.
That was from the Urban Shadows game. You might want the Wine Ant Drunkle Nibbling. I have it on a notebook, but
Yes.
like Ethan has it on an apron. And his is marked Drunkle. Mine's Wine Ant.
Yes,
Like, check
Definitely
this
mine.
out.
it's so big. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's
my-
huge.
My drunkle identity.
Yes. Do you want to go just slightly old school? And by old school, I mean, I don't know, like a month ago, you can get the logo,
Yes,
you can get the icon, you can get the
Stickers.
logo, you can get
I
on
like-
stickers.
I like the idea that our rebrand is old school now.
It's been a month. You know what? We heard that you wanted merch. So when you bitch, you do receive. You
Yes.
can definitely get that on anything you want. I also
what
have it on
game
a
did
shirt.
that come from? What game did that?
It's just some
People
random.
just say that.
Yeah, I think it's just some
I'm
random
pretty sure
thing.
that came through one of the meetings. I think Taylor or Kat sent it
I-
off.
Yeah.
aimed it
No,
at-
I
was
think
about to
it's just
say.
something
I
that
think-
Taylor and Blair just say.
They've
Okay.
said that since
Okay.
like
Yeah,
pre-concept.
since we met them. Yeah.
I mean, they've known each other for like 10 years. I imagine they've said like a bunch of things as like a meme.
you do,
Just
like you do.
you develop
Like
many
they've
memes
used
over a
words.
decade.
Yeah.
Like
Um, We also have the hoodies on TeePublic. I highly recommend. This one, the High Shelf Collective Gradient. Check that out. That's awesome. I do not have a pile of laundry on my floor, so I can't show you every shirt that I own. But I will show you. I will show you the incidental shirt.
Yes.
Super
I
cool.
love the little silhouettes of the characters. That's really solid. That's really solid.
Yeah, I really like it.
Just make sure that whenever one of the characters dies, that you make a character with like vaguely the same silhouette. Like they can be completely different, but they got to fit in the same. In the same silhouette.
Look,
right.
Crit Roll made merch off of Molly, and he was spoilers. So that is merch.
That's true.
You can get it at TeePublic or at Redbubble. We have so many things. You can get it on so many things. Redbubble has you for your housewares. TeePublic for your t-shirts and stuff.
Indeed.
And yeah,
you want the bedspread.
You want that duvet cover.
You want that duvet cover that says the Incidentals on it.
Yes.
Virility
Like
enhancing.
The
Virility enhancing.
The incidental we're here stickers.
Yes.
Yep.
Mine finally showed up. I didn't pull them upstairs just yet, but yes.
There we
Look
go.
at those guys.
Just stick them on everything.
Yeah, my son saw them. Is like, I want these. Like, no, you can't have all my stickers. I just got these.
These stickers are for.
But you know what? It'd be really great for him to just like, when he does what children that age do,
right,
to just then put a sticker on it. And
that would be great.
It's not his
if
fault.
You ever ruin something, you'll make Dad laugh if you put this sticker next to the thing that you ruined.
I think the energy of a toddler is very much what we tend to, sort of inhabit when we do things like that.
Indeed.
In game. So
indeed, that is our modus operandi. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What, just drunken toddler?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is us. That is our play style to a T.
That's our game aesthetic, if you will.
I mean,
Yes.
sober toddler is almost equivalent to drunken adult.
Right.
And that just has to do with the development of your frontal lobe, really.
Drunken toddler. Chad, stop it. we don't advocate for the intoxication.
Drunken toddler
of
is a
minors.
sick band name. That is a sick band name. No. I'd go see them in concert.
Sure, yeah, that's good.
And I'd bring I'd hide the crash pads under my long sleeve shirt for the mosh pit because you don't want to get too banged up.
So speaking of playstyle, Mike, bring us into the world of red markets.
Yes.
Casualties,
red
vectors.
markets. Big book. Always love to show off the big book. The giant big book. It's such a big book. Oh my god. It's nice.
What is with
dead trees.
TTRPGs these days that are set in modern and near future settings? All of them are like 500 pages. Why designers?
You got to put everything. Well,
Everything must be in there.
I mean, if you think about like D&D 5th edition, right? Those 3 books that they sell you, this like the core kit, that's like 500, 600 pages. You put them together.
Yeah, because this one for Alien is the setting, it's the rules, it's the DM's guide, it's the bestiary.
Yeah, it's all of it, right?
It's all of it.
Like that's why the book's big.
Yeah.
But then you go into the world of zines, and they revolutionize the game because they give you everything you need in like 40 pages.
Right. If that.
They're like, we don't need all this.
Yeah.
Who needs it?
But it's good. It's good. So yeah, last time, man, we won. We won the game. We sold the big job. We won the big job. Our characters get to retire now, right?
You finished a job and came home alive. Yeah.
Deacon does. Jesus.
How many milestones until you can just fully retire? Because I can just buy my way.
I feel like I have
there.
to check to be sure now because it's at least 3. I think 4,
No.
but like it's.
I could buy all 3 of those, but we did decide that we're just going to do one at a time. So I've set aside my milestone, and I'm going to spend the rest. I'm going to, in the spirit of not getting too far ahead of the curve, I'm going to spend the rest and just be uber powerful.
This was quite the windfall because we got all of our expenses paid for, or the majority of our expenses, like our upkeep and all that kind of stuff, and we got a ton of legs. We got paid for each leg. Casey, you really did us right on this one, man.
Right. Let's hope it keeps going.
Yep.
I'm worried
I'm worried you're gonna when we negotiate our next job, I really hope it continues this trend.
Well, how it's been rolling and how my luck in real life is going right now, David, I don't know.
Shit. Come on. So yeah, I
Yeah,
felt like I
yes.
felt like, don't we retire now? Like we got money, so like
No,
cool.
no. So one, like, yeah, like eventually there will be like the one last score, like Mr. Giles, Mr. Just One Last Score, the big job at the end of it all that everybody has to take part in order to like really capstone everything off. And I've named that Operation Curry Goat because of course I would.
Yeah.
And for
Goats
right
are
now,
our unofficial mascot. If you all have not caught on
Curry
Yo,
Goat, you
okay.
do not mess with. That
Curry
is
Goat
those are
specifically.
rules. Yeah.
We got to get the like college team, like, you know, how you get the college sweatshirt with like a curry goat on it, and you know, like the HSC curry goats. Like
That's
we
right.
got to do it, like the
That's
varsity
right.
sweater or whatever. Like that's it.
Yes.
It's canon. That's our
Can we
mascot.
use
Next
can
week.
we use a GIF that we used, like the dancing goat?
The
That's
dancing
Oh,
gotta
goat.
the emoji in
and
Discord.
put and
Yeah.
just blow that up and use that as our
I mean,
mascot.
it's super low resolution. We need something that's like 300
Also, like,
DPI or higher.
I feel like if it's gonna be a team mascot, it's got to be like angry. You know, it's got to be like a fighting. Like there's a few goat teams out there. We gotta take the
I'm-
fighting curry goats.
I'm red hot fighting mad curry goat.
Yeah, he'd have like a little bowl of curry, and he's like breathing
That's
fire.
right.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Like, I have an
I'm
angry
piping
goat
hot.
and I got my bowl. And yeah, that's.
smacks people with the spoon.
I don't know why he like had to have the like one Popeye eye, but
Yeah,
it's-
I was about to say, I was like, that's some Popeye energy right there. Like, is he
It's
got a
good.
sailor
It's
hat?
It's good.
yeah,
Spinach, curry.
Curry.
that
Spinach
will
got nothing on curry.
put fire in your veins.
That's right.
Yes, so eventually there will be the Operation Curry Goat score that has to happen, and I need to know one detail about something that you will have to go up against when you do that score.
Is this just
Oh.
by details? Do we just make this continually worse for ourselves every milestone?
Yeah, basically, like along the lines,
That's
we keep
great.
having to add more details that when it's time to like do that score, we know part of what's going to happen because we've said before, it's like, you know, it's going to be great, except we're going to have to deal with like, you know, the river of curry, like, you know. And
The field of blighted goats.
So,
um,
I, in my continuation to make our crew suffer, say
Wait,
as
what?
a player,
wait, what?
as a
Doing
player,
it now?
Why are you doing this, Casey?
because here's the thing, I want to get my fault out of the way and leave the next 3 weeks on you three.
What?
So let me just go ahead and throw my grenade into the
What?
pot real quick and be
You don't
done
have
with
to have a
it.
grenade. You don't have to have a grenade. You can just not.
it's not going to go well. That's, you know.
Like, he just said it's not going
I
to
mean,
be
you
an easy
can't
job.
be like, oh yeah, and then we have to like crawl our way through the store of comfy mattresses.
Yeah.
Fair,
We're
fair,
gonna
fair.
have to
I
raid.
know-
no
We're gonna
sharp
have to raid the
objects.
Build-A-Bear warehouse, right?
I
like,
know,
that's-
but like, I feel like, Casey, you feel like it's your job to make this. It's not yours. It's ours. It's ours.
But I have the best ideas. Look, 2 choices.
Find out.
He's got a
Two
plan.
choice. You have 2 ideas.
I have 2 ideas, because I always do. We either go up against the people in Vale, right? I think Deacon would be on board with that. It's
Who?
the whether keeping
Oh.
the like. I feel like that's the
Vance. He means Vance.
Vance. Thank you. We either have to deal with them at some point, which I think we all would be on board because we don't like them, at least the energy so far, or because we're already on their radar. Maybe it's dealings, not going against, but we have to deal with DHQS. Like we're working.
I mean,
for
if
them.
we're trying to get into the recession, like we're gonna have to deal with DHQS. Like that's like a might as well go ahead and play that. Like I don't feel like you get in without at least talking to one of them.
Well, hold on. Why does it have to be like whole ass organizations? I mean, look, look. Longabaugh is all about taking care of some DHQS. I was gonna throw Meek in there at some point because like Longabaugh
Sure.
has like
It's like a bot. We're creating the boss rush. is what we're doing. It's like, yeah, and then in this room you fight like 6 DHQS cars, and in this room you fight the meat, and in this room,
Yes. It's
All
like,
I'm
the
saying-
Hobo King.
but you know, but like
There's
it
no
also
Hobo King.
doesn't.
There is a Titan King. That's
It doesn't have to be whole organizations, right, or enclaves, right? It can be like,
Yeah, what's an example of like one of these details?
yeah,
So we like kind of know
please,
what we're
please,
shooting
before Casey throws nations at us.
for. Before we're fighting off 3 attack helicopters at once.
Look,
I
I
just-
like
I
Well,
just-
that's just the
want
first
something-
wave. That's
It's
I just
the
want to
first
know
wave.
what is typical here before
Yeah.
we fucking moonshot.
Is it
the bad
like,
guy.
okay, well, we're gonna have to run through an entire DHQS blockade, or is it like we got to go through the sewers? Like, because those are 2 very different vibes of
Right.
details to provide. Like one of them
Right.
just like, we gotta go through the sewers. Who knows what's in the sewers?
Right,
It's an obstacle, but it's not an army.
right.
I mean, there's probably
No,
an
no.
army of casualties down there, but
Th-
like,
there we go. Like,
Sure.
do you want? Hey, Ethan, remember that thing you sent us against? They have that in this game. The giant blob of zombies.
yeah,
It's
the
in there.
zombie clot.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, the weird like aberrant casualties, those are a myth. We don't know if those are real.
Right.
That's like the cryptid of the loss. It's like, I don't know, man. I saw a casualty with 8 arms and 6 heads, and it was like hucking weird blight bombs, But that's just, that's just something that old Ted says when he gets too drunk. We don't know if that's real.
What's the saying? Better to deal with the devil you know than the devil you don't.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, no, I love the zombie clot. That's like one of my favorite. Those are like siege monsters, They're just like giant blobs and they just throw blobs of zombies. Like, it's like, it's great. That's a great enemy for Dungeons and Dragons.
It is a great enemy. Also fucking terrifying. And if that's
Yeah.
terrifying in D&D, I can only imagine how terrifying it is in this game.
I gotta get a little creative because there's another monster that I really like, but it's technically not a zombie, but it's about to be. It's basically just exploding orcs.
Squids? We have squids in the game?
Exploding orcs. Just like like there's like an orcish god of disease, and they're priests of said god, and then there are the blessed of said god, where they just like basically just take care and make sure all of these diseases take root in these like specific creatures, and they're so full of disease they explode. It's great.
That's just terrifying.
It is terrible. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons is a fun game.
great game.
So,
You
yeah,
just play any
example.
kind of game you want.
Play any game you want.
So to answer the question, I did not see any actual direct examples of a detail being presented in there.
I'm
They,
gonna say
they talk
let's
about
go
using there
obstacle.
is a set of rules in the back for user generated scores or for crew generated scores. And they talked about it in terms of that, and that's a whole chunk of the book that we haven't tried to deal with. So
So
Let's call it obstacle. Let's define an obstacle. Which could be anything. It could be like, oh, well, we're gonna have to grease some palms.
right.
We're gonna have to go through said
So
location, right? Like,
this isn't you getting across. Does that make sense?
There's a job.
This
to,
is like
furnish
the
it.
score that like this is the thing that sets you up for life. Right now you're earning money to like buy the papers and get somebody to like get you across, but like that will just like, cool, here's free parking, bye. This is the thing where like when you do this job, this is the thing that sets you up for like, yeah, I buy the apartment hundreds of miles away from the wall so I never have to look over it again, and I never have to pay rent and live a life of luxury overlooking someplace that's not the hillscape edge
like
of the country.
They got the Appalachians over there, man. That's dope.
So what if it's something that, what if we like find a way to tie in our characters' backstories or like active problems here? Because that I think that's interesting. right? Like
Yeah.
like either Longabaugh stuff or like Rigids, the guys that keep leaning on him for funds. Myrtha's like family issue, right? Like it could be something along those lines. Like we tap on one of those, we say, oh man, this job, because of our like some source of problem for us is now like somehow wrapped up in the job. Like that would be kind of cool because then it's like a very personal job, but only this crew can do it because only this crew has this character that has this like connection with the world that
I
know.
like leaning on Myrtha's stuff.
Because
How
if
would-
you're gonna
how
make a
does-
lot of
how
money,
does-
it's a politician.
How do you feel about that?
I'm fine with that because I'd be interested to see how like Longbaugh's shit falls into that.
Right.
I mean, and as part of that, we're like how are we going to get Rigid out of the thing he's in,
Right.
and then like keeping Deacon's people protected while who knows what's going to be going on. So it's like I think it can affect all of us because it's kind of a bigger plot point.
Yeah. So we could say the score is going to somehow involve your dad.
Yeah.
Extort the politician from. Okay.
I mean, like
We're gonna
there's-
get very
there-
we're
that
gonna get
could go
very
in a lot
blades
of
in the
ways.
dark. Yeah,
That
very
could go in a
blades in
lot
the
of
dark
ways.
with this.
Because
Secure
there could
blackmail.
be a blackmail situation. Could be he has wealth and property on this side of the thing. Could be there's like hush money that could be gained by making her not show up in his political career. Right. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that could play out. We just know that our job somehow involves Myrtha's dad.
Yeah.
And that's
That
dope.
sounds good. That's good.
Yeah.
Whose detail does that count as?
I
Just
think
a
Myrtha's
detail.
could-
I was just after.
Oh,
a
okay, okay.
detail.
A
Oh, so
detail.
we don't all have to like each player doesn't have to like submit one. It's
We
just-
don't have to
Oh.
come up with like all of them for everybody right now
Okay.
in one thing. Like Mr. Jaws is still a ways off, right? We
Sweet,
got-
sweet. I like this too because it doesn't put a whole organized military against us.
Yeah. No, just one person with the power of the military.
Yeah, I was like,
Um,
only the future president.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Depends
Just
on turnout.
predict who's going to be elected.
Turn
Yeah.
out.
You can't predict who's going to be elected. Right.
Depends
Okay.
on turnout. It depends on like.
Yeah. I mean,
who
maybe
won last time?
maybe
Are
our
people getting
job
a little
involves that,
comfortable?
right? Maybe our job involves kingmaking, whether or not he has a real stake at that, a real shot at it. Right? Who knows?
It feels very Copperhead County.
But it
to me.
also feels
I'm gonna
like
put
it.
that back on my list.
There you
Yeah,
go.
you do. Jakes.
Save it for the deck. Save it for the deck.
So the deck. It's also going to be hard for Myrtha to like come to grips with, like if we're being allied to or neutral to.
Right.
That's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
It could it could go a lot of ways. So I think that is a good story beat if we're okay with that, because it also seems very directed on just like my character, and I don't want to take away anything from y'all.
No, because that's just one detail.
Okay.
Right. And trust me, my shit could have big opinions on that shit. So no worries.
Can't wait. I just want to know so damn bad, David.
We're just gonna keep vague booking the whole thing until.
Hey, we're
until
supposed to have a
it-
conversation today.
We are.
I'm sure it has nothing to do with any of that, which is great.
Yeah. Find out.
I can't wait for you to not lie to me. It's gonna be great.
So, all right, I've got. That gives me something to work with. I got some notes I can scratch down there. In between sessions, we were talking about buying some upgrades, making some changes to characters, things like that. I know people were talking about upgrading their charisma, which affects your dependence. Bear in mind, upgrading your charisma and having more dependents now also changes your bottom line because it costs more money to upkeep relationships with those new dependents.
So
Mhm.
so does that mean because I up mine's to 3? Does that mean I need to find another one, or is it
Thought you
just
did.
Well, it was going to be the kid. Bug was
Yeah.
it? Which one was it?
LoJack is the one who was
LoJack.
like from the like little teenage pseudo gang initiation that you guys came across when you were leaving. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
But yes, if you want to take on LoJack as a dependent who you help take care of, you are free to do that. Bearing in mind that he is semi-autonomous and doing something with this supposed crew of takers. So
Yeah.
So that means that like you might not always have access to him, I think is what Mike's saying there, right? Because you have to have scenes with him in order to maintain the relationship, right?
you
Mike?
don't. You have to have a scene with a dependent, and then you get the benefits of all your dependents.
Gotcha.
But
So-
if you don't have scenes with your dependent, the relationship that with them starts to decay.
You have to pay to maintain the relationship, but you don't have to have a scene with them to maintain the
Gotcha.
relationship.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because you do it with one. Yeah, just
Gotcha.
just one.
Gotcha.
And then all the
Speaking of
relationships are
which,
fine.
you actually need to do that with your references too. And I have never bugged Longabaugh about Old Yeti again after he asked him for help. So
Do you have to help out Yeti at some stage?
So I'm gonna add that to my to-do list here. Yeah, so sounds like Casey, you and LoJack form this bond over the incidentals having basically saved him from having the other kids he was with like murder him for taking a bite without knowing if it was dangerous or
Oh,
not.
it's that kid.
Yeah, it's that
Yeah.
kid.
It's that kid.
Oh, I didn't know it was that kid.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that kid. And because I got bit basically on the same job. That's kind of like a kindred spirit type kind
Yeah.
of thing. We both were survivors.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? That is
Mhm.
Yeah.
that is such a neat. I really like that relationship.
Yeah. So yeah, he is now on tap as a dependent. Which means we get to ask the other side of this side of the overlay. Because other people were talking about updates too, and that one sounded
Yeah. So
a
David,
little more convoluted.
what we thinking? A little bit.
Yeah. So I wanted to add a charisma. You wanted to add a charisma, and for me to
Yep.
do it, I have to have a party mate. So you and I are going to be dependents of one another.
Yes.
And I think that a lot of that is going to come from Myrtha has saved Longabaugh's life like 3 times on this job. At least twice that I know of. Right? Because there was the guy, the rifleman that she murked immediately. Right? And then there was the time that he was blind.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And she totally led him away from casualties. Right. So at least 2. And I think you also saved my life once on the way out.
That's what I do.
It's been a minute. So I think on that front, like that'll be a lot of where Longabaugh comes at that relationship from, is like, this is somebody that I know I can trust because she has put herself in harm's way specifically for me in ways that even my boss Rigid hasn't yet. Right. Not in the same way. So like, I think that from that perspective, Longabaugh is going to feel a great sense of like, not just debt, but trust with Myrtha.
Gotcha. I think on my side, it is the additional like taking care of Longabaugh. Like we're also like both of us are the long range, so we hang back and we kind of talk to one another. And it is that like taking care of you, taking care of Longabaugh when there's things going on, and just wanting to like just feeling that she needs to continue. There's kind of a closer kinship forming there. Yeah. I think she wants to protect all the guys. I think that this is just Deacon's not going to let her protect him that much anymore. So
Yeah, well, no, I think also Longabaugh has been involved with helping her with Puck in trying to raise him a little bit, and also in trying to prep her for how she's changing.
Yeah,
because like we're off doing these crazy things, and like Elevation is going to feel less like a home, and he's been trying to get her ready for that, get her ready for that culture shock.
Yeah, and him helping with Puck was huge to her. That he would help like teach him how to shoot is huge. So yeah. So yeah, charisma 2.
Charisma 2, deception 2.
Yeah, I dropped a lot of points into charisma skills.
Nice.
So,
Mike, the things that I've been doing over the Ubix and all that kind of stuff, should I be taking like some networking or persuasion? Like, what is the thing that when Longabaugh gets these contacts over his specs and he does a deal, what is the stat that the skill that I ought to be rolling? Rather than just getting rolled by these people, what should I be rolling to
So
try?
they haven't been like full negotiations that you've
That's
been
true.
ending up in, right?
That's true.
I will say networking isn't necessarily something that's going to change those when you're like trying to convince somebody of something. Networking is, I want to buy a rifle for Puck. Do I know somebody to buy it from? Roll networking.
Got it.
Right.
Okay.
And then like
Yep.
maybe you know somebody and maybe you kind of know somebody and they're going to charge you extra and maybe you're just SOL. Right. So
is it persuasion?
Persuasion, maybe deception. I don't necessarily think leadership.
Right. Yeah. I'll buy one persuasion, and that'll be good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Any other math or housekeeping?
So the deacon is gonna go up to strength 4.
yes.
Because if I'm supposed to be the big bruiser in the front, I need to be the biggest bruiser in the front.
Whoa.
When you say that my having a higher
so-
strength than yours was not
Yeah,
acceptable.
it doesn't fit narratively. Because you're tiny and I'm big. So I'm gonna be big. And then I also raised my unarmed to 4. So I'm gonna just punch things to pieces all the time. It's gonna be great.
That's awesome.
I also have big haul now, so I'm still I have 20 left to spend, so I'm gonna like look around at what I might want to do. I probably need to save some of that just in case we get a really bad
Armor?
out on a job.
You could buy really good armor.
I could do that.
You could.
It would not be a bad idea.
Please.
Don't want to
Don't
hang
look at
out
me
wearing
like that.
your
I
major
don't.
Astro patched together top. Yeah.
Already got my body carpet armor sponsored by Major Astro. So yeah, that's my main thing. Deacon's getting ripped.
Yes.
Okay.
He's doing the just like one arm pull-ups, like eating an apple or something. It's like looking like Uncle Iroh in Avatar. But I like the end.
I kind of need to see where we end up with selling other stuff before I can make any more judgments on where points should go. I do have my 20. I have my 20 banked for the milestone. But like I need to heal. I need to see how much other money we get and things like that.
Does everybody have 20
How much
banked
does
for
it-
that first milestone?
Yeah.
Yep.
We all should. Just make sure. Okay.
How much
And
does
this
it cost
does-
to heal?
So it is
Like one
you
per
get
kill box?
No, it's
one
one
per
bounty,
location.
one bounty per location to convert kill to stun.
Mhm.
One bounty per location to clear stun to nothing.
Mhm.
And when you're in town between jobs, one location of stun will go away automatically.
Does it have to be stun when you get to town?
No.
Because I have like
Well, you-
2 kill, no stun. So I pay 1 bounty and that'll all go away because that's the only location I've damaged.
Yes.
I did that.
You go.
Gotta talk to
you
a
visit.
doctor.
You visit Crayon Lady.
Mm-hmm.
She talks to you. She definitely has not been drinking before trying this.
I mean, it's a bullet wound that's like clean. It's been kept clean. So
I mean, I'd kind of like to go with Deacon if that's
Nope, he wouldn't let anybody go. He wouldn't tell anybody he's going because he's gonna have to like. It's gonna be like here in his shoulder. He doesn't want. He'd sneak. I can roll
It's a whole
stealth if you
thing.
want,
It's a whole
but
thing.
it is a whole thing.
I mean, I'm not. It's not like we live together, so I can't like
No.
just having Puck tail you all the time. That's
Yeah, I
Right.
think if anything, you'd see just like Deacon show up with like, a bandage
Mhm.
where there was nothing before.
You got it fixed. You got it checked on.
Yeah.
Everything good? Not
Well.
infected or anything?
No,
Good.
still wanted to do the. Yeah, I thought that doctor was gonna do the whole gunpowder thing. So I mean, I didn't get that from nowhere.
Oh,
Maybe
crayon lady?
maybe she saw Rambo too. Maybe she also saw that motion picture, but got me patched up with some.
It just happened in the
peroxide.
second movie, huh? Not like the
I don't know which
fifth or
one.
sixth? Oh, okay.
Probably like all of them. If I
Mm.
had to guess, sounds like something that happened a bunch. It happened in
Sure.
at least one of them. I don't pay
I
attention.
haven't seen any of them, so I wouldn't. I don't know
It's
if it's really
nice.
worth it nowadays.
Iconic films. Well, I think the amount of post-traumatic stress that most people have rivals that of John Rambo now, just in general. So
Mm. Fair. But you're okay. Your arm's okay. Good.
yeah, no, it's through and through, right under that, whatever this thingy is, and went right under that, and just straight through is fine.
Well, at least if anything, Longbaugh's precise.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, fair.
I hope not. That's a different conversation.
Well, yeah. You're looking good. Have you been like doing pull-ups since you got here? It's like just
No.
since you got.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the 20 bounties spent to increase that potential was just on like just both legs. Just the most outrageous loss.
All legs.
Like whatever the total gym, the thing that Chuck Norris, I found like one of those, but then somebody has turned it into like a loss total gym. And so it's like got cinder blocks for extra weight and stuff like that. So it's
I
just
get
absolute-
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I get 100% seeing Richard like, yeah, I know somebody, but it's used. It's 100% used.
But it's like it's
it's
used, but it's like what is needed now.
Yeah,
We can't just do the regular
Mhm.
total gym.
it's like rusted up calipers and like
Mhm.
brake
Oh, I got it.
drums and flywheels. It's just junk from cars and
Mhm.
stuff. Tractor
So-
parts.
So I think what Richard, so like, hey Deacon, you and I come from a similar area, and you probably ministered in the hood. You ever seen those prison yard workout stations?
Mhm.
That's kind of what I'm getting you. Are you okay
That
with
works.
that?
I mean,
All
you've
right,
seen them fellas when they get out of.
I mean, yeah.
It's effective. I
It
mean,
is
they don't really
effective.
have much. Not have much else to do,
Yes.
but it is. It does seem effective.
Okay. Well, I'll
Cut.
arrange it.
Cut to an unspecified time later. Deacon's like,
3 hours later, Deacon can't put his arms down anymore.
That's how it works in The Sims.
That's right.
can't scratch his head anymore. Just like, ah. No, that's a.
I have.
You need to stretch more. That's what happened there.
I'm bad at math. I have 7 kill in my right leg and 1 stun. Like
So
what
one-
it, and then
You-
also
do-
1 stun in my left leg.
Okay, so your left leg will go away on its own. It will cost you 2 bounty to get rid of the right leg.
Mhm.
All of it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's done.
I too would need to see Crayon Lady. And I would also need to spend 2. So
Yeah, no, Crayon Lady is in her definitely not a veterinarian's office. Actually, she probably doesn't actually have an office. There's like part of the enclave like used to be like a supermarket, and now it's all like sectioned off into stalls where like there's little vendors who do stuff. And she probably has one of those, but it has like, a door that you can close that's like doesn't have big gaps in it. So like you hang out in Crayon Lady's stall and she'll get you fixed up.
Not for this upcoming job, but for future jobs, because Rich is always looking, especially now. How does
Mhm.
she look on supplies?
She's doing okay.
Would she need anything? Like Richard would bring it up while she's working on the leg. Like, hey, would you look? We are a proven crew. If you ever need anything, just let me know.
Are you rolling to find a job right now?
No, I'm
So that's what
asking
this
because
is.
I mean, if it is, it is. But like, I thought we were gonna do, from my understanding, we were gonna do the crypto, because they've reached out to us before we did the job.
Right, I know. I just say
Yeah.
like that's one of the things that you can roll to find new jobs, and that's what this is. Like, hey, you got work.
We're gonna come up on that point shortly. Yeah.
Never mind then.
I think she will say that like she's doing pretty good on supplies, but like every now and then there's stuff that she needs, and like she takes a drink out of this like opaque cup and like kind of sways a little bit, and then she's like if I need anything, I'll look you guys up.
Appreciate you, and good work on the leg. Thank you.
Oh, anytime, right? She opens her little vault, pops the bounty cards in.
Yeah, and Bridget would take off and find the rest of the group because we need to sell shit.
Was everybody else? Was Longabaugh healthy?
I'm now healthy. I've spent my one. I had stun damage everywhere, so I spent one to heal an area that still had 2 stun left over,
Okay.
and then the other area had 4 stun, and that heals for free, right?
Yeah, one location heals from stun to nothing for free.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Perfect.
Cool.
So yeah, all healed up, bros. And I'm just buying stuff now. I'm Longbow is shopping. He's upgrading points. Longbow is going beast mode. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
I'm not exactly shopping. I don't really need to buy anything, and Rigid is selling stuff for us. But after pulling out some of the material for Puck, like the stuff we got from the Space Museum and a couple other places, I'm gonna go down and talk to the gentleman running the school, whose name I forgot. What?
Kartik.
Kartik. And talk to him about this hall's worth of learning stuff that I brought back.
Oh, these are fascinating things. The kids will be so excited. We'll use these in multiple of the calling them grades is like a little bit fine grained for how we have things set up. But like, yeah, no, we have things we can do there. Are you trying to sell them, or just like donate?
This hurts, and Myrtha just is gonna donate them. That hurt my soul, personally, on a deep personal level. No, Myrtha would not ask for any sort of payment. No, she would. This is for the school, so the kids can learn, and they are helpful for different grades, right? Like some can just learn the planets, but some can like actually learn about why there's a ring around Saturn or whatever.
It was black about this like heat shield that almost killed us. That's
Yeah, maybe leave that word out, but yeah, just I'm sure there were books and like star charts and all that shit. So
yeah, there's all kinds of like decorative like presentation materials that are in there. Yeah, he's very appreciative. He's like, oh, that's great. Thank you so much. We'll get so much use out of these. Please, if you find anything else like this, we'll take anything we can get. Anything that gets us away from like the government broadcast educational programming, like we'll take it.
yes, I know. Yeah. Is there anything in particular that you are looking for? How is the school? How is it going?
Well, we're doing what we can. Our resources are short because people try to need the resources to try to stay alive over running a school.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely like there's always a need for more books, more educational materials,
Mhm.
especially more like general classroomy type stuff.
Like your standard textbooks and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I think he doesn't mean it to like offend anyone, it's particularly you. It's like because I mean we can learn a lot from A Wrinkle in Time. We can't
I
learn world
realize.
history from it.
I
So
know.
we the more options we have, the better off we are.
Have you heard of any like locations nearby that that might have stuff still?
That starts to get into roles for other stuff later.
I know. That's why I wanted to ask so I could tell Bridget later.
Um, like I personally don't have anything in particular, but I mean, there's other people who might. I could ask around if you wanted me to. See if
I
anybody comes
mean,
up with anything.
but I'm back for right now for a little while, but our crew is probably going to go out again. So if if you can point us in a direction, I might be able to get something from there, depending on what the rest of the crew says. But I'll
Okay.
keep an eye out best I can on and bring stuff back.
Okay.
Okay,
That would be great. Thank you.
thanks. Yeah. She'll go back. I think she's gonna go like out to one of the picnic tables. I'm imagining there are picnic tables in front of the bar.
So
To
I think
like
the
sit
the
and
bar is like near where that supermarket area is. Like there's the
Mhm.
market, and like if you go out the front doors, then like kind of off to the side there's the bar, and that's kind of like by the west gate, and there's like kind of some picnic tables around that area and
Mhm.
in front of the bar, because like
Mhm.
that's like spillover seating for the bar. Like
Yeah.
inside isn't super big, and then people sit at the picnic tables outside.
I think
But then there
she's
are
sitting
more that are
like,
over by the gate itself. So.
yeah, I want to stay close to the bar because like I know Ash and that them. But I just would have lunch with Puck at like a picnic table in front of the bar in a place where if the rest of my crew ever wanted to come, they could find me.
I think as you're there with Puck, um,
Mhm.
eating like Ash will like if you order the Oklahoma onion smash burgers, which is like the main thing they serve, um,
Mhm.
then like when Ash comes back out, she'll be like, oh, here you go, and she doesn't ask for the payment for them.
Oh, but Martha would be like, Ash, like, are you sure? Like,
Like, oh, yeah, yeah, that kid inside paid for him.
what kid?
She's like, oh, it's the one that's been hanging out with Richard.
Oh, how does he have money?
It's not like it's hot out. It's like and that kid just like long sleeves all day, every day. Don't get it. Not what I would choose to wear, but he's like, go. No.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
he bought lunch for you. He said it was a thank you that he wouldn't be here without you.
I'll
And
well, thank you, Ash. I'll appreciate it.
yeah, and also, hi, hello, welcome, Raiders. Um,
Oh, hey.
um,
Hello.
yeah. Um, yeah, as the two of you are eating, LoJack will end up coming out and like kind of like nod your direction, kind of give a half a wave and like kind of leave quietly.
Oh, I have to like kind of wave at him like, and like kind of gesture to like the seat.
He will kind of like be like a little like I don't know what to do here, and then like he will come over and sit down.
Hey, LoJack, right? I think is the moniker.
Yeah,
That's what she said. Like, yeah.
yeah.
How are you doing?
Like I'm good. I'm doing all right. I made out okay. I'm glad you guys stopped the rest of the Kingslayers from doing what they were going to do.
Yeah. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, I wandered around for a while up there on my own before realizing that I was going to be okay, and then I got kind of lost, and then Bug and the others came along and became game.
Oh, gotcha. So you found them later, or they found you later?
He got bit when you were leaving town, and they left Eat-Rite
Right.
after you had arrived there. So like, there's time where like they end up
They
running into
get-
each other in
yeah.
the middle. Yeah.
Gotcha. Has someone tested you?
Yeah.
I like look at him like, did someone test you? Like I like,
Do you have sensitivity?
I do.
Cool. Roll sensitivity.
Okay. 10 on black, 3 on red, so 12.
Okay.
12 over 3.
Yeah. No, they ran a test on me. It turned out it was a blank bite. Everything was safe. He never got tested. No.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So once you like finish up lunch with us, like here, you can have half of this because I know you. Thank you for paying for it, but eat something. You need to get some meat on the bones, like coming. Why don't you hang out with us for a bit? We can chat when Rigid and like Longabaugh and everyone gets around, and tell them about your blank test.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I gotta go catch up with Bug and Jonesy for a couple minutes, but I'll come back in a little bit.
No, Jack. Don't make me have to hunt you down. Okay.
No, I'll
That'll
come
be-
back. I'll see you. I'll be back in a little while.
Okay. Just goes back to eating. Like, okay. Just looks at Puck and like shakes her head. If you're going to lie, she tells Puck, if you're gonna lie, like, gotta like, don't stumble over your words, okay? Like, get it out clearly, or else it's not believable.
I thought I'm not supposed to lie.
That's not true. We both know that I have told you that it is okay in certain scenarios.
Sounds like Puck
it's
has
like-
been hanging around too long.
I don't know what scenarios you could possibly be talking about. I just
Good
don't
job.
lie.
See, there you go. See, good job.
That was informative. Because Rigid would have probably have been like coming out of the bar.
Oh, she did pat the seat that LeJock just left. Hey,
So
well, your little protege paid for our lunch.
I saw that.
Yeah, I told him to come back when the rest of us were here.
I mean, he's part of a taker crew now. He's probably got work. And
Yeah, he needs to come back and talk to us.
All right, I'll bite. Why?
So she'll like lean closer and he's not been tested.
Can Puck answer before you say that?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Because he's a liar.
Thank you,
I
Puck.
see.
Thank you, Puck. Did you were you able to tell too? Like that it was obvious.
Look, he's new at this.
Okay, that's not the problem. I mean, because everyone was new at some point. But he hasn't been tested. and he should probably know what side of the coin he landed on.
You mean if he's
Mhm.
he gets really close to you, he's like, is he like you or is he like Leighton?
Well, he's not Leighton.
He's not
'cause-
Leighton.
Okay,
he's-
so he's like, so if he's
He
actually
did
like me,
he did not turn in a very
Okay.
long period of time, so he is not
Alright.
Mhm.
infected. He did
So
not
you
turn
wanna-
latent because it would be visible in his
Mhm.
veins, just being there.
He
So-
needs.
I
Go
see
ahead.
what you're saying. So you mean, is he like me, or is
Or
he
like me.
understood? No,
Like-
that would be good to know.
Well, it would be good for him to know, and it would be good to know before he gets tested by somebody else.
Yes.
So I asked him to come back. I was pretty firm-ish on it, but I don't know. But he's your, I don't know. Like, we should just check on that for him.
I'll handle it. I'll make sure he gets tested. You have my word.
Okay.
So
How's Ash? How are you? How are you doing?
I'm tired, still resting.
Mm.
But I'm in decent spirits.
Good. Good to hear.
I'm actually, my blood's starting to should get on to the next job. I'm running a little low on funds, like always.
So have those rifles to sell, man. We have all this loot to sell.
Where the fuck did you come from?
He's just here.
No, this is you are carrying around a bunch of rifles and a bicycle and like some shit that you still have to sell.
I mean, it's at the bar. I don't have it. I could definitely see Longabaugh just coming into scene out of nowhere, like, oh shit.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, he's
I
like
do
claps you on the
think-
shoulders like, hey man, we got all this stuff to sell. We talking about you low on money already.
Deacon walks in like with like a dumbbell,
Dumbbell.
or something. Just like he's like, how's it going? How
It's a
y'all doing?
piece of rebar with 2 chunks of concrete on each end.
Yeah.
Like,
Or he's got like a rusty grip trainer,
Yes.
like one of those you
Mhm.
just like
It's
squeeze
just
it.
squeaking away.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I think-
Give me what? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kat.
When he said like that, when Rigid said like itching to get back out there and stuff, she kind of did the like at him. Like,
Oh, yeah.
because like
Didn't,
Puck's sitting right there eating a burger. Yeah.
Mm. Right. My bad. Real quick, Pastor, I'll be right back. And he goes back in and he asks Ash for a like a small ketchup bottle of grease.
He's like, that's rust, but I don't. You can throw some grease on it, but it's rust.
It's not gonna fix the it's gonna fix the squeaking. The rust is gonna be there, but this stuff has more grease than a old pickup truck's back axle that hasn't been serviced. Trust me on this, it'll at least quiet it down.
Sure,
Longabaugh,
man.
you doing okay?
Oh yeah, no, I got myself a little bit of shopping list together. I need you to go pick up some things for me, Rigid, whenever you're ready.
I may have a contact, by the way, but we'll talk about that privately.
Good. Yeah, no, things are good. Mike, have I dropped off the case with the person yet?
No,
Have
not
I
yet.
done that? All right, cool. Yeah. So yeah, Longbow is kind of like he's talking that
And that
stuff.
is-
You
that
guys can
is
kind of check. He's like checking his clock a lot. He's like, "Yep, things are real good. I'm gonna have to go."
Yeah,
to
that was
Houston
supposed to be 7:30 a.m. Westgate.
Yeah. So
'Cause I rewatched the last episode. Bright and early over at the Westgate. Be waiting.
sweet.
That'd be 7:30 tomorrow, or something.
Or we're early risers. We're all eating coffee. I don't think that's the case. I think that either I did
Or
that
it's
this
a thing
morning-
that has happened, and we're just gonna.
smash burger breakfast. It is not a thing that we're going to just. Sorry.
Okay, good.
Well, no,
Good.
I meant the like going back in time.
Flashback.
Flashback.
I don't
Flashback.
think. I think that's what he's saying. Is that this is not a flashback scene. This is a.
It's,
You're
I was saying it's not a. It could be a flashback scene. It is not a yada yada scene where it's like, oh yeah, they got done.
Oh
Right,
no,
like,
no.
yeah,
No.
Perfect. Yeah. So yeah, Longbow is distracted, but says he's doing pretty well. He's got a shopping list for Mr. Rigid, some upgrades for the gun, you know, some other things that we need upgraded for the group, and yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking to
some
sell.
things to sell, right?
Yeah, I'm looking to sell off my carpet armor because I'm gonna upgrade that too.
I mean,
Oh.
I'll take your carpet armor here. Here's two bounty.
Well, I mean, if you sell it to a buyer, it's worth what, 8 bounty.
It's worth half of that, right?
Yeah, because I'm networking, so I don't get to haggle on that. Everything is
Oh,
half price. I just know
oh,
somebody
gotcha.
who needs it.
Gotcha.
I'm haggling with my bag man because I need carpet armor.
Yeah, you can have the carpet armor. That's fine. I'll just take off my sheet.
I don't think Rigid would let that go. Put 2 bounty in there. Put 3 bounty in there. He's not gonna not pay you.
Okay. I'll take 3 bounty for that. Because Longbow is gonna get Basilisk body armor.
Damn. Okay.
I'm sorry. You want me to get you what?
Basilisk body armor.
Son, I know we got paid, but man, that ain't cheap.
I know.
Okay.
But hey, look. I have kept myself out of the fray because I haven't had anything to protect myself. Well, now I don't have to worry about that so much.
Enough said. All right, cool. I'll go talk to one of the gun hands. I'm sure they know somebody.
Is anyone
Okay.
else thinking about getting new armor? Myrtha says in a not looking at Deacon sort of way.
Oh, I'm all right. I got the carpet. Got the in here I'm the Deacon. Out there I'm Commander Astro. So that's all the protection I need. A name like that carries a certain weight to it.
I'll
Out
drink
in
to
the
that,
loss.
Deacon.
That and a few weeks of some high intensity interval training and a lot of circuit training as far as weights go. I got that apocalyptic Bowflex over there now, so pretty good.
Quite the gym setup that you have going.
I think a couple tables over is like Frankenberry from the Gun Hands. He's like just eating lunch by himself, and you hear like him he drops what he's holding, and he is sitting over there at one of the other picnic tables with he's got like the little kickstand out on like a Ubik tablet, and he just like, oh fuck, oh fuck,
What?
Frankenberry, what's up, my dude?
like
Who's
holy
Count
shit,
Chocula?
they hit Boston.
Who hit Boston?
Those
What?
maple syrup swilling bastards hit Boston.
Oh,
What, the Canadians or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that doesn't seem too friendly. Huh?
And he is there. He's got like the little like streaming UNN Ubik News, or actually no, there is like a news network that's operated by the U.S. government that he's probably got streaming on there, but it has like a place in Boston and like smoke rising from it, and like ambulances all around the edge kind of deal.
I don't
The
like.
color is drained from Myrtha's face.
Yeah, isn't that where Myrtha's from? Okay, but that's not great.
That's not great.
That is not great.
That's.
So it is,
Okay.
yeah, it is, terrorist attack at Trade Center or something like that, which feels way too close to real life. Okay.
This is a role-playing game.
Yeah,
Anyone that's
I'm
watching out there
hey,
whatsoever.
Terrorist attack
Sorry, if you've
at
got lines and
business
veils,
building.
yeah, but yeah, like
No.
it is a business center that has been attacked with like a makeshift explosive device, and it says expecting statements from government officials shortly.
Puck, why don't you get down to the school? I think it's about to start.
Skedaddle, little man.
Okay. It's, like he
We'll
seems
talk-
like this is something concerning, and he's like, okay, guess I'll go.
We'll talk about it this evening and get to school.
I walk over to Frankenberry.
Mhm.
You mind if I take a look, boss?
Yeah, no, he's got it like angled up on the table, like you can like kind of cluster in behind him and see it. It's not real big, but like it's
Mhm.
like phone plus type size, but it's enough to kind of see what's
It's a
going on.
phablet.
Yeah.
You guys remember when phablet was something people said all the time, unironically?
Yeah, but it's still it's a thing that still exists. They don't say the word anymore. It's not like they've
Yeah,
gone
we've
away.
grown. We've moved toward healing. Is what we did on that one. We said no, that's very silly. We're gonna stop saying that.
What am
thankfully.
what am
Yeah,
I
what-
seeing? Yeah, what's
What are we seeing?
You see a scene in Boston, like in the foreground, you can see some statue, and in the background, there's like like an office building with smoke billowing out from like exploded out windows. There's debris all over like this kind of like park type space that was here in front. And then they're like,
why would Rigid know why this? Like, I don't know if it works or not. Like, would he keep up? Rigid would try to keep up with events going on over there. So my question is, what would I have to roll to kind of understand it? Like, why would Canada do this?
Oh, because we nuked the shit out of them. Like that's not
Yeah.
even a roll.
Oh,
We did
okay.
nuke the
Yeah.
whole
We,
border.
we're
Yeah,
just like,
the
you know
whole-
this north border.
Mhm.
Fucking
And what's
Okay.
so what's more unfortunate about that is that like 90% of Canada's population lives within 50 miles of the US border.
Right,
Mhm.
And you know, Fallout, it travels
right.
a good
Mhm.
bit radiation.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
DHQS went brrr on Canada.
Yeah, they hit everything from the Mississippi to the coast.
like Maritimes, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
Oh,
Toronto,
fuck.
Toronto to Quebec, like all of it. And
Good
then
fishing
more.
up in Quebec.
Frankenberry, did they say it was the Canadians or what?
Well, the people on the channel certainly seem to imply that it is, and there's all the telltales that we'd usually see, like who else does this kind of thing anymore. And I think at that around that point, they're like, the commentator comes back on, it's like, oh, we're busting back into, we're interrupting this broadcast. We're starting to get other live coverage of things that are going on, and that's when there's like the big, like somebody sitting in a desk shot with like the multiple flags in the background, and across the front is like Franklin D. Wortham, Senator.
Is this the guy?
Who played by Hugh Laurie, like
What did you put it
Um,
in our chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Longabaugh is going to very carefully not look at Myrtha during this moment.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
just upgraded my deception to 2, and I'm not looking at her.
But yeah, he does give a suitably fire and brimstone. It is a sad state of affair for the world where people who used to be our close neighbors would turn on us like this. These kind of things won't go unrealized, retaliated for. Know that you
Myrtha,
can't strike out against us, kind of like scenarios. Yeah.
Myrtha's eyes are glued on this screen, but she reaches out and tries to take Deacon's hand.
Yeah, he learned.
And then like just squeezes it as hard as she can.
It's just like iron, It's
It's
like
so tough.
the
So
most well-trained grip.
He's
like
been
trying to
he's
bend
been he's been
rebar.
squeezing like brake springs for like an hour.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, Frankenberry.
But yeah, they will eventually, he will end his speech. They'll go back to regular coverage. Like, we're getting commentary from other places, like, but it just like 24-hour news cycle from a super patriotic news channel. It carries on. It just continues to try to.
Everybody
It's
here
good-
would
it's
know what that
watch.
sounds like.
They're going to
Nope.
be in rare form after this.
All
DHQS
right.
Max
is gonna be
News.
all lit up on this one.
All
Name of the
right,
channel's Max
wow.
News.
That
or
two-
is-
One
two
Half
X's.
America News.
2 X's for a double dose of
Extreme news. Yeah.
extreme news.
But it's also because they were secretly funding the CMAX channel. That
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me see if I can hit the big three. We got Wolf News. 1/3 of America News. Max News. That's the 3 channels.
So I think Rigid would kind of see what's kind of going on and be like, appreciate you, Frankenberry. Hey guys, let's go offload this stuff we got. And hey Frank, I'm gonna need to talk to you about picking up some armor later. If that works for you.
Well, I mean, I'm not like quartermaster. I don't deal in material management. I'm just, but like, yeah, I mean, Brickbat works with that guy. He'd be able to point you down. He
Well,
knows.
Brickbat's the one I almost got into a fight with, right, Mike? Is he the grumpy one?
I don't think it was Brickbat. I
think
think
so.
the one that I do know people almost got into trouble with was in the very first episode. JP, the head of the Bravo
JP,
team.
okay. Yeah, okay.
Because he
Never
was the
mind.
one where when people kept asking him, "Where's
Pushing
Bobby?
people.
Where's Bobby?" He's like, "Ain't my job to keep
Yeah.
track of ghosts." Yeah.
Right, okay. Cool. I'll go talk to Brickbot. Appreciate you letting me take a look.
Yeah.
You all right?
Damn maple syrup bastards. Yes.
Yeah. I'm home and I still have somewhat of a supply left, so I'll just pull out a little. It's like, here, you look like you need this, and give him like a joint.
You're making zero money on your trade. I've yet to
I'm
hear you
making-
make a single sale.
I
I've
am
only
making-
heard you give shit away.
I am making friends here, okay? I am making friends.
He's already
they're
given you
real
everything you asked
happy.
for.
That's
I'm
they're
getting
real
ready to
happy,
get rid
man.
of
They don't
this
have to pay
trade
for
anyway.
crap. That's
I think Deacon be like, I understand, but yeah, I mean, we're talking about a terrorist cell here. Let's not bring, nationalism into this. That got us into this mess. Let's cool it on that. All right, but
No
Well,
takers?
while everyone's like talking amongst each other and Rigid's like talking to Frankenberry and all that, Myrtha's just been focused on this screen. And if Deacon lets go of her hand, like that's fine, but she hasn't let go of his, if that makes sense.
yeah, it's what I say. Like Deacon just said, it was like his fingers just like this, just like the hands, just like
Myrtha.
okay.
Myrtha.
Huh? What?
We need to go sell our stuff. Come on.
Okay. Hmm. She'll kind of just fall in line. Like she'll let go of Deacon and
yeah. I mean that scene can kind of like fade to black as we go to commercial and come back when everybody's shopping, kind of deal.
Go ahead and take our break. It's been like
Yeah, we can do that.
It's a good. That's a
good.
good like button.
yeah.
Canadian strike back. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Canada strike back. Hey,
Dun.
we'll be back in a boot 10 minutes.
Damn.
I gotta
Sorry.
stop. I know people in Canada. I gotta stop.
That is wrong, dude.
I've been watching too much Letterkenny.
Yeah. All right, bye, guys.
Cool. All right, back in 10 minutes. See ya. 3, 2, 1. I've wanted to get you while you're done.
I was
Right
fighting.
here.
So folks, Mike posted something in our Discord with the spoiler tag, so I can't see it. He told us not to click on it. but I really wanted to click on it, so it's
Not time yet.
fighting myself. It's not time yet.
Not
When
time
will
yet
it
for
be
that
time,
one.
Mike? Oh my god.
7:30 a.m. By the West Gate, it'll be time. Like,
Oh shit. Okay, can we get to that scene now? No, we have to like sell stuff and buy stuff and all that stuff. I'm like low on funds right now. I'd like to not be so low on funds.
What are we selling?
Right. So we have, if I look at the loot
Yeah, you've been keeping track of more of that than I have.
tracking, I think I put it as a list in our Discord, I thought. Or maybe not. Okay.
It's not like we talk in there every day or anything.
Right. Let's see here.
Oh, oh no.
It was like,
The last thing that you put in there like that was like the actual bounty that we took,
oh, okay. but
not the list of what it was, what we still have.
Gotcha. Okay. So I know it's I'm kind of scanning through again, but it's the
Mhm.
bicycle, it's the rifles. We, I think, have decided that the cart has not made it all this way.
Right.
Oh, here it is. Charging stations, drone, 3 rifles that are silenced, 2 helmets, a Kevlar with only 1 charge left, and then the bicycle. And we keep scrolling back up just to make sure. The jacket we gave away. Oh, I had a pistol that I think one of us
Yeah.
has decided to keep.
No, we took the drone had a silenced pistol. Or no,
That's
one of the
right.
guys had a silenced pistol.
Right.
And then there was my old non-silenced pistol.
Right.
That's the one that we were selling.
That's right. Yeah. And let me just make sure. Most of our loot honestly came from like the last couple of legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's really it. I think that's it.
How many people want to sell their rifles?
I don't need one.
So we have 3 rifles from that one fight and effectively a pistol, right? Does anybody want to keep the rifles that we looted?
I'm keeping mine
Okay.
because it'll help me from long distance because my pistol is short.
Right.
So it gives me that medium range to keep out of combat that far away.
Right.
I am not taking one.
Okay.
Deacon.
I'm keeping the rifle.
Okay, so we have 1
Someone.
rifle and 1 pistol we're gonna sell.
Now you have technically 2 rifles. Do you want to take the upgrades and put them to your rifle and then
Oh.
sell the rifle?
You're right. There was the rifle off the sniper guy, and we can sell that rifle too. So sorry, there was a 4th rifle.
Mhm.
So we can sell that because I've instead just paid to fully upgrade my rifle because
Okay.
it was like 3 bounty to get my rifle maxed out, and
So 2 rifles, a pistol, body armor.
well, the body armor only has 1 charge left. I don't know if that matters now, right, Mike? Because like body armor, can you repair body armor? I know it's purchase only, but
It depends on which kind, maybe.
okay. Because like I know that the Kevlar can be made modular so that you can spend a bounty to repair it. And that's the only one that I saw that was modular in the equipment guide.
So what? It's got like plates.
Right. Yeah, it's like a Kevlar vest with a bunch of plates inside. And then
And it's an upgrade that you have to take to get it.
right.
It's got to be worth something to someone, though, right?
The Kevlar, I'm sure.
Yeah,
somebody
like
would
Rigid
want it.
I would feel like Rigid would know that somebody would pay for that upgrade later and would want that.
So somebody will buy it off you for a bounty. Yeah. right? Like of the 10 charges it's supposed to have, it has 1.
Right.
Okay, so
So instead of getting nothing for it, you can get a bounty for it. Yeah.
all right, then, and we're selling Myrtha's pistol, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So like, yeah, Rigid would be like, go up to
And wait 1 second. There's the helmets, I think, and then the 2 charging stations. Right.
Which don't have like a set value to them.
Right. They're just probably scrap worth some amorphous amount of money.
Yeah, if you sell them, you can get like a bounty for each.
So there's a helmet that I have. I don't know where that came from, but I
Yeah, you're
ended up
probably
with a
keeping one
helmet.
because we had looted 2,
Yeah.
and so you probably kept 1.
Yeah.
And I think another one got destroyed. I want to say that somebody broke their helmet to not die.
I broke my helmet not to die.
Okay. So we really only have 1 helmet, and you're going to keep it, Deacon. So
Yeah.
we don't have any helmets to sell. So with 2 rifles, I think both the rifles that we have, I think they were just silenced. I don't think they had any special other upgrades
Right.
like scopes or any of that kind of stuff. So regular rifle is 3 upkeep. If we get a bounty for the silencing, then that's an extra 1. Right.
So
do we- Go ahead.
Rigid automatically succeeds on networking checks, including networking checks to sell gear. A success on a networking check to sell gear sells it for upkeep ×2.
Okay. So those 2 rifles, each of those
Go
would
for-
be 6.
6 each, plus
Right.
1 for the silencers for 8 total.
Wait,
Oh, cool.
hold on. No.
There-
It'd be 6 each plus 1 for the thing, so it'd be a 7 total per. So 14 for the pair,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that 15. So yeah, 15 total because I sold the Kevlar also.
Right. And then the pistol. What's the pistol worth?
And yeah, the pistol.
The pistol's upkeep 2. Did you have any upgrades on your
2.
pistol, Myrtha?
No.
It had, no.
Mm-mm.
So
Okay.
4. So
So that's 19.
do I
19
have
total.
anything to make that an even 20?
Your own bounty. So plus 4 the pistol. Well, we still have other things to sell. So the bicycle and the charging stations. So
I feel like
don't-
So the charging
round
the
it up.
charging stations were 2, so that brings it to 21.
Yep.
And then the
Ridge is gonna
bicycle-
make Ridge is probably not gonna sell the bike because it adds haul to us.
I also picked up
So
2
did-
haul just
yeah.
myself as a
Yeah.
person.
So
And then
this
we
is
don't
I
have-
put the squats in.
As a beefy boy, you have
Beefy
2 extra
boy.
hull.
so this is where I would say we're all in a group before Rigid would go off. And Rigid'd be like, I feel like Lombaugh's rubbing off on him. He's like, but this is more stuff that we could haul. I get it, Pastor. I see the gains and I'm impressed.
We didn't even cover our haul on
with
this
a
last.
Z.
But yeah,
I
but
mean,
we also
Myrtha's
weren't on
wouldn't
a
say that,
job
but-
that paid per haul.
Fair.
If we're on a job that pays per haul, we're gonna want to max it out. So I mean, I don't care.
So
That's
how much?
fine.
Hold on. How much haul can a bicycle hold? Use athletics to escape legs. Use charges if damage. So saddlebags get you +1 to a taker's haul on the bicycle.
Which it had.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. For some reason in my head, I thought the bicycle gave us 3 haul. The drone gives us a haul too, doesn't it?
Right, but we've kind of said that the
drone can
haul,
carry a haul, yeah.
the haul of its base is the haul it is carrying.
Oh, so instead of you spending a haul, the drone is carrying its own.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Either way, like something is carrying that haul. So
Yeah. Yeah, it might as well carry its own charging station. That's cute.
Mhm.
So does the bike naturally come with extra haul, or does it have to have the saddlebags to get the haul?
In the equipment guide, there's like one little paragraph saying use athletics to escape a leg, use chargers if damaged. That's it. It doesn't say that it naturally carries any haul. Now the
Yeah.
Oh, but is it
I'm
in
trying
the
to find the
vehicles?
bicycle in the book, and I
right.
am
I
not
bet in the
having any
vehicles.
luck.
Okay.
Well, because like I didn't find it under vehicles, and I didn't find it in gear.
Is it in Dublin's?
No. I just tried checking that one too.
We got a random bike, y'all.
We do have a random bike. And they come up 7 times in the book. Tools, bicycle. Here we go.
Oh, sorry.
Taking
Ferrets and
survival
tools.
in the
That-
short term is about spending, long term is about sustainability. Qualities, it's man powered. Upgrades. Oh, you can get a +1 refresh on an upgrade.
well, that's what the basket is. Is it so? It does have a basket or saddlebags?
It has saddlebags. We know it has at least a saddlebag because we used it for haul.
Mhm.
Canonically, we were told that we could use it for haul.
Yeah.
But it looks like in the book, it doesn't say that it provides any haul naturally.
Right. Having saddlebags gives you an extra haul.
Yeah.
But the bike itself is just a mode of transportation.
Right.
Mhm. And really, though, it's like only one. It says takers, but like thematically, it's really only one taker can escape a leg.
Yeah, the takers, like the one. It's
Yeah.
the apostrophe is before the S, not after the S.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So one taker gets to escape the leg. Same with
All
the
right,
horses too,
so
right?
I'm hearing
Yeah.
because Ridge is out on the vote, so I'm hearing 2 for sell, 1 for keep.
Hey, Myrtha herself does not have a vote. Heather is saying sell it. Myrtha is
think-
not talking, is kind of more in
Oh,
this
okay.
moment.
For me, I think whatever makes the most sense from a division of bounty perspective. We're at 22 right now, right?
It'll be 4 if I sell it because it's upkeep to +1,
So that would put us up to 26, 27.
27.
I
Yeah.
think.
Well, with the saddlebags, no, the upgrade with the
Well,
saddlebag would give us.
I got 21 before we started talking about the bicycle.
Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha.
So
So
plus
25,
the 4 for the
26.
bike plus the 1 is 26. Yeah.
All right, I'll sell the bike.
That would be 26 divided by 4 would be 6.5 bounty for each of us.
Do we still have stuff at the bank? Because we had like a party bank going.
I think
that
that reached
Mike
a
was-
point where it divided up.
Okay.
Um, yeah, there's a space on the Incidentals page in Legend Keeper. It says general notes, extra stash, 0 bounty.
So we didn't put anything else into it.
I think we did, and then we spent some out of it because I
Yeah,
think there
we
were a couple
did.
of moments where we're like, the party should pay for this,
Yeah.
and we spent the bounty out of there.
It was when we were in almost said Salt Lake, St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Mhm.
All right, so I'll sell the bike, sell the guns, sell all that, and Rigid would take the lesser of the cut.
So Longabaugh.
Okay, so how much is that for everybody?
I think you and I are getting 7.
Okay.
And the 2 of us are getting 6.
In 6, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you wander around the stalls in the abandoned supermarket. Lock stuff to the vendors. Picking an opportune time to eat a peanut butter cup.
Right before
right.
the
That's right.
we all do it.
So I think like around there, just Mike, I think that like while we're off selling this stuff, that Longabaugh is going to be like looking for what is the name of the gang that keeps roughing up rigid.
So most of those have been it's either been the greasers who are like a subset of the rail hands.
Right.
I don't think that's the right name. But
The
it's a subset of the
greaser-
guys. The greasers are
think
like a subset of the guys who run the railroad through
Right.
town.
I think it is the rail hand. Like,
Right.
Anyway,
It's-
sorry.
It's close to that if it's not actually that. Yeah.
The shipping hands are the guys I deal with, but I
That's
think
what it
this
is.
was
The
the
shipping
subset.
hands. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm keeping I'm keeping an
But
eye out for those
also
guys.
some of that has been from the supplier himself, who's a guy in Colorado named Dude.
Dude, which I'm not going to do anything about this mission, but the shipping hands were the greasers who work for the shipping hands were the ones who asked for like 14 bounty, and I'm from me.
Right. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm just keeping an eye out for those guys. I think that Longabaugh is starting to like kind of clock where do they throughout elevation, where do they have eyes? You know, do
Mhm.
they have like one or two guys in the market? Do they have one or two guys somewhere else? You know, like that crew, you know, how present are they throughout this part of elevation? You know.
Yeah. They are mostly focused around where the rail lines are.
Okay.
But they do have groups who like when they do smuggle in some shipments for somebody that like, 3 or 4 dudes will go out as a group and like take it somewhere. That
Okay.
kind of thing.
Yeah, awesome. That's all I was gonna add to that scene of while he's shopping, Longabaugh is with him, but kind of keeping an eye out, looking for specific people.
So does everybody kind of go through like the marketplace here to while this is all kind of going on?
Yeah, because Longabaugh he's gonna upgrade his gun and he's going to buy the big armor.
Yeah.
Myrtha's kind of just following along. Not really shopping or even like not even aware enough to make an awareness check, if like that makes sense. Like just kind of spacey.
Okay. Yeah, because I think as you're in there, eventually at some point, LoJack and Bug do show up. Because
Hello,
LoJack,
Jack. How you been, dude?
like, oh, hey, Rigid. Yeah, doing good. You Bug, we got to get our own work. We're working on it.
Good to hear, my man.
Yeah, no, I was talking to Myrtha, and she said she wanted me to come back and talk to her again for something later on. So,
Yeah. Um, let me peek with you real quick. Let me talk to you real quick.
I think Bug will kind of like raise an eyebrow if you're like trying to like take LoJack off separate.
Bug,
But she'll kind of like
Bug.
like half side eye. Like,
Yeah, I was like, look, Bug. I ain't trying to take your people. I got my people. I got enough people. I just need to talk. I just need to talk to the little Jack here real quick. All on the up and up. You have my word.
all right. Like, and she starts like kind of like looking at something else.
Mhm.
Longabaugh will hang with her. You
Hmm?
know, Longabaugh will hang with Bug.
Okay.
It's like we'll go look at gear or something and trade notes about how stupid some of it is and
Yeah.
Shuffle's actually pretty useful. Stuff like that.
I think she'll find something that she's actually there like, oh, good. This is actually something I was hoping I'd be able to get hold of to like, she's got, a gun, but she wanted like a scope or something like that or go on there.
Yep.
But there's a picture of her in Discord. She's mostly dark clothes and like a dark leather jacket, but she opens up the jacket to reach inside, and she has that same kind of like modular harness system that with like 2 small patches that kind of like hug the sides of her torso.
Hmm.
That is like one of the configurations that like your former partner system used to do. And she kind of like goes into one of those to get out a bounty to pay for this upgrade that she finds. Thank you, Dom.
Yeah, I will. I will. Yeah, thank you, Dom. I will just kind of like wait until she's paid. And like, man, that's a really nice harness you have in there. I've only seen like a couple of those around. Do you mind if I ask where you got it from?
She will kind of like be a little weirded out by the question. She's like, well, we found it.
Yeah, was it
Yeah.
on somebody or just in a bush?
We were coming when we were coming from uh when we were coming from Eat-Rite to get out here. Um, we found a dead guy in the woods, and then a little ways away, we found his motorcycle, and it was in one of the saddlebags on there.
Motorcycle. Okay. Sorry, it's just one of those things. You only see a couple people with something like that, and it just kind of jogs a memory there for me. So my apologies. I didn't mean to pry, but that's I appreciate you sharing.
Yeah, yeah, sure, okay, right. It's kind of like I'm just gonna go over here now.
Yeah. I think Longbaugh was like, well, fuck that up. I'm gonna go over here now. I was trying to make Bug more comfortable, and then she had this thing that's like, well, now Longbow's got to ask this question, so I'm gonna go over here and look at, I don't know, wheat.
So I wish I was there for that. I have a joke, but we're gonna keep it moving. So Bug, not Bug, LoJack,
LoJack.
LoJack. I heard you had a conversation with Myrtha
Mm-hmm.
about you getting tested and all.
I got tested.
I don't look. Look, if you're gonna lie, be good at it.
He's like, I swear, I got tested. Do you have sensitivity?
I do have sensitivity.
Just roll sensitivity. Yeah.
Look here, Dice. I know you've been shitty all night, but hey, I need you to start being good. That is a critical success.
Ooh,
Yay.
ooh, ooh, boy.
Oh yeah, he is most assuredly definitely not been tested.
Yeah, okay. Look, Jack, I've been doing this for a minute and longer before even the collapse. I can tell it. I've been hustling my entire life. I can tell when somebody's bullshitting me. Okay. Now, obviously, you are not the you're obviously not a casualty. You sure as hell weren't a vector, and you're not latent. What if I? But there is I would almost say, worse fate for you if you don't get properly tested. There are certain people out here that are called immunes. And what will happen to you is that those people on that wall will come and take you and basically drain you dry and throw your body out in the garbage because that's what suppressants made out of. You need to get tested to make sure, and I'm more than willing to do it for you because I like you. I feel like we're kindred spirits because we both survived. But if better to be
He
tested by me.
he will probably say it's like, yeah, I mean, I've heard about the times when they take people off to like camps, for lack of a better term, like hospitals somewhere, and they
Yeah,
just harvest them and then feed them for a couple months, and then harvest them and then feed them for a couple months.
and it's not.
Like,
I don't want that to happen to you. Honestly, can I say I have the kit on me?
uh, unless somebody else in the party has it.
another opinion. Yeah, I don't have.
I mean, I think Longbow normally has it, so
Yeah,
I would be hard pressed to say.
It would be super easy to be like, "Hey, Longbow, I gotta go talk to him about that thing." And Longbow's like, "Yep, here you go."
Okay.
Like that would have been a
All right,
shrug
yeah,
of the shoulders. The bag slides down my arm, and you pick it up. It's like a we don't even have to talk about it.
cool. Um, come on, come on.
He will not do it here. It's like
No, no, no. Obviously,
absolutely not. Like,
and he's like,
if anybody saw or overheard
right.
anything,
I was like, I'm
I
gonna tell
would
you
be
what.
sold instantly. It's like,
Understood.
Yeah.
And this is what I want you to do later tonight, after we get done here and whatever your crew has to do. Come by where me and Ash live at. We'll do it there. That way, it just stays between you, me, and Ash. Okay.
okay.
Better for you to be tested by me than you walk up to like where Bug came from, or any of these other enclaves out here. Ironically, this is one of the better ones from what I'm hearing. Okay? Or any other
Okay.
taker crew out there. All right,
Okay.
kid?
Yeah, I'll come by later.
Get better at lying. All right, man. All right, cool. Go on with yourself.
All right. So yeah, he will go back out and like catch back up with Bug, and they will go off to meet Riley and Jonesy somewhere.
All right. I'll walk back to the group. All right. I got him committed. I'll handle it tonight. All right.
Yeah, man. It's good.
Cool. It'll be handled, Myrtha.
Sure. Okay.
Hey, you good? You've been quiet. Quieter than usual.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Myrtha, I would believe I LoJack. I thought LoJack was a bad liar. Come on now. You can tell us among friends. What's wrong with you?
That was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was LoJack.
Or no, I'm talking to Myrtha.
Oh, yeah, my fault.
Myrtha nods to Deacon.
Gotcha. All right, enough said. Understood. If you ever need to talk to any of us, you know you can, all right?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
No problem. Now, looks like he holds out the bounty. He's like, well, it looks like we made a good haul today.
Good. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Let me know if y'all need anything else.
I'm good. Thanks for the stuff, man. This is gonna come in real handy whenever we get back out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, when you get a chance, swing by the bar. I need to talk to you, Longabaugh.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, yo. Let me know if you hear about any jobs. I'll be snooping around myself. And then he's gonna start moseying on back towards the bar.
Yeah, I
think
think
Myrtha's-
that's gonna go his own way.
Yeah, Myrtha's just gonna start wandering off without direction in her heart. She's just wandering.
Deacon's gonna lean in along by and says, "Hey man, if you got time later, I need to talk to you."
Longbow's like,
I'm-
fuck, my dance card's so full. Yeah.
He'd be like, "I'm just kidding. It's just everybody else seems to want to. I was feeling a little left out there for a second. But if you want to grab coffee or something, man, you just let me know."
Actually, that'd be probably pretty nice. If you want to just chill for a second, that'd be okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you doing now? We can go do a couple sets.
Sweet.
This
Sweet.
doesn't
Yes.
maintain itself. Let me tell you.
I'll spot you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh my
Cool.
god.
I love how
I'll,
he's just
I'll
gonna
start. I'll
pull
start
in
with the
on that.
spoons and work my way up to the rocks.
That's right. You'll be on rebar 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, you know. You can get that protein goop from the government.
I hear that's made out of bug meal. I ain't interested. No, that's all right.
Hey man, the pastor is gonna make you country strong, not just
That's
strong,
right.
but
That's
country
right. He's
strong.
gonna
He
work
just,
me. He's gonna work
he
me hard,
just,
dude.
he's just picking up the hay bales and moving
Yeah.
rocks.
Yep.
It's a sad day. Like, no, I've never known any like farmer or like agricultural worker to ever need it, but like at some point, they reach a point where tossing hay bales is just too easy. They got to pick up something heavier.
Yes.
And when you see them in the gym, I've seen some in the gym. They're in like jeans and like a long sleeve shirt with snaps, and they will just sit down at like a bench press and just load 45s on there and just start pumping.
Yep, they don't care.
They don't even wear gym clothes. There's just jeans, work boots, whatever. They just like walk in, they look at a machine and then just put it on the highest setting and just go for it. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what is this?
Yep.
Got the farm strength. It's amazing.
That's good.
Um,
So yeah, thank you. Yeah, Longabaugh does some sets to relax. I guess that's it.
I want
does it-
to. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask if there was people who had more scenes like tonight before it gets to 7:30.
Real quick, I want to
Yeah.
I want to contact Honeydew real quick.
Okay.
I'll have the
Um,
tablet.
Okay. Um, I'm tempted to you're using the tablet to spend the charges off the tablet, but yeah. I know we
Can I
also
have
we
it?
have well we also have the charger thing to put them back, so without having to pay.
I was
for it.
gonna say, can I just
Yeah.
plug it into the wall at the bar?
There's not that much power in town, but that's
Fair enough.
I feel like some people got to
I've-
charge their stuff somehow,
Yeah.
I feel like
there
bar
are some
would be one
solar
of
things
those.
around. There is some power that they get because there is a hydroelectric dam in Salt Plains, which is another enclave that's nearby. That one of their exports is electricity too. At least, except for those times when like the cable between the two enclaves like just snaps. So,
That
but
sounds
yeah,
like a job.
yes, yeah, well, it happens. There's gonna be a lot of people who want it to get fixed. Yeah, yeah, you can sit down, kind of like in your
Okay.
space and fire up the tablet and get
be
in
like-
touch with Honeydew.
Like, hey, Honeydew, it's been a long time. Might have a buyer.
Buyer. We don't usually go for my stuff, but things have been going well. I got some supply. Yeah.
Well, what would you do for your old friend Rigid? It's for one of my takers that are working. He kind of needs it. We had a pretty rough job earlier.
Like, well, what all is it that you're looking for? I've got. I've never been real strong in the your end of things, but I've got and like behind her there's this like over here there's mushrooms and like back here there's like this other thing and here there's like this whole like distilling apparatus and like
Right.
yeah.
He's looking on going on a spiritual walkabout, is from what I get. Something that'll give him some clarity in a situation.
Okay, yeah. So and like she does that thing where like she's holding the tablet and like she stays pretty well centered in frame and like everything behind her just like swoops around wildly.
Yes.
Like the steady cam is on her face and like everything else that she moves just like shifts out of place. Like, all right,
that's
yeah, and like she's kind of got it, and like you get like the kind of like half up the nose view. She's doing it with one hand on an angle. She's like, well, is he looking for kind of like your classic peyote? I got a couple sheets here, and like the like sheet of paper would like subdivided in perforations. It's like, it's like, got some ayahuasca up here and some of this and da da da.
Give me the peyote stuff. That's pretty natural, right? That hasn't been laced with like pure chemicals like LSD.
Oh, well, I mean, look, LSD's kind of like, distilling everything down and like just getting what you're after. Yes. Yeah, but yeah, no, like if you're looking for like the real like vision quest kind of scenario, like yeah, this is really a good way to go.
I think that's
But
what I want. Yeah.
okay, yeah. So like, where all are you guys at now? Because I'm gonna have to get it to you.
Elevation.
Patient. Okay.
Out here in Ena, Oklahoma, right?
Enid, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, checking the book. Like, well, I can get you the stuff. It's gonna be 6 bounty for that. Getting it out there is gonna be a problem. If you want it fast, I can get it sent B mail, but that's gonna be an extra 2 bounty.
Is
If
there,
you want it
is there like,
slower, I can go through the rail lines, and it's still gonna
no,
probably be
I
another.
don't. You know what? I'll pay the 2
Okay,
bounty. I
hey,
don't want it to go through the rail lines.
okay, it's out here in Trabajo, I know we got a line that gets out to you guys, so I thought I would offer.
Nah, I got some problems with the rail lines right now. Trying to solve them real quick.
Okay, all right, yeah, no, I can. Um, once I get off here, I'll hop on the UVic. I'll get a email and get it on its way.
All right, I appreciate it. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get this sent to you, and then I'll upfront pay the 8 bounty and just ask for Longabaugh back for it later.
Yeah, I'll take that off right now.
So, all right, cool. Then yeah, we'll go ahead. I appreciate you. You'll probably be hearing from me. Hope a little bit more. We'll see how this
All right.
goes.
So how to Ash for me?
I will. All right, later, honeydew.
See, like
And yep.
goes off. Yeah.
And he does this, like, you can't see me, but he's rubbing his bridge of his nose because this is one of the first times where he's like, is this a good idea? Like,
This is the first time? This?
Well, let's give the guy with the AR-15 a bunch of loose.
right, well, right,
I just want to make sure it's 8 bounty for the hallucinogens.
It's 8
Yeah.
bounty because I'm getting it shipped here fast because I have a feeling if I went through the rails, it's going to cost me more. So I'm like, well, I'll pay the 2 bounty.
Okay.
So, and yes, this is the first time we're just like, and it's not because he's afraid that Longabaugh will go off the deep end, or he is afraid of that, but also like he could go on a walkabout in his little mindset and get attacked. And it's like, So, yeah.
I think shortly after that there will be a knock on the door when LoJack shows up. He will probably be like looking around out the door. He's like, the others don't know that I'm here. If anybody's gonna know, I want it to just be you and me.
Fair enough. Come on, sit
the
down.
more people know, the more chance there is that somebody does something bad.
I hear
so
you.
he's like, here secretly.
Gotcha. So, all right, just sit down here. Hold your arm out. We're gonna be a little prick. All right. And do I have to roll first aid, or is this like an automatic?
I think it's still a first aid check to like use the thing. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because I failed once when messing with you.
I'm gonna spin my will and flip that, and it's gonna be 11 over 5.
Okay. Yeah, it comes up negative. Like it comes up like normal.
All right. He smiles. He's like, "Good. You're all clean, man. You're clean. You don't have to worry about it."
There are like he checks it for himself just to make sure that you're not like
Okay.
there's still that thing in the back of his head.
Right.
Like, if somebody else finds out you are, then your money.
All
Yeah.
right. Hey, look at me, kid. I would not lie to you. I don't know why I went into you, but I see potential in you, and I wouldn't want you to get snatched up. You seem like a good kid who got dealt a pretty raw deal, so I wouldn't lie to you. You clean. You good to go. If you ever need some extra training, hit up Longbow. Man can shoot pretty well. And if you need to gain some, because you are as scrawny as I am, almost scrawnier, damn, hit up the pastor. Yeah, you might have to put up with his sermons every once in a while, but that man's ripped as hell. So he can get you strong.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I got to get back before they start asking too many questions about where I
And grab yourself a burger. I'll make sure it's paid for before you leave. All right.
went. He's like, I don't have that much time. I got to
All
go.
right. Go on then.
Yeah.
And I'll just tell Ash when he does come back, make sure that he's fed.
Like it's going on your tab.
Yeah, of course it is. Everything goes on my tab at this point. I'm not a total dick yet.
Yeah. Is there anything else tonight, so to speak?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. We get to roll around to like bright and early the following morning.
Yeah.
So over by the
gonna-
West
I'm gonna-
Gate.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be there bright and early.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple stalls at the market that do stuff early in the morning. There's like some picnic tables there near where the West Gate is. Um, I'm kind of picturing Longbow kind of like being at one of those picnic tables waiting.
Yeah. That works.
And that's when a couple people will come out of the market behind you and just sit down at the same table.
Cool. So I don't know these guys, right? These people?
You can click the spoiler tag.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
Ta-da!
Thank you. Spoiler tag. I get to click on it. What? The fuck? The fucking energy off these guys is great. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
so they are. That's half of Rocky Road Recovery Services. Guys who once upon a time did like the howling and barking thing kind of out here.
Yeah.
Their van is parked kind of like on the far side of the gate, like inside the wall, but on the far side of the gate, it's parked over there.
Cool. So yeah, they walk up and sit at the table, and Longbow's like, "Fuck, I should have
Yeah,
known."
I think Martin, who's like the leader of the group there, he's the one with like the bleached out hair and the beard with like the stripes and like got glasses are like they look like they're supposed to already be gone off the end of
Yeah.
his nose, but they're
They're
forever
like
right
on the
there.
on
Yeah.
the edge. That's good.
But he is like there. He has like a little. They both have bowls that have like probably like rice and like some broth and like a fried egg on top. Because they picked up breakfast while they're here.
Of course.
Oh, good to see you're still around. Made it back in one piece. Glad to hear.
Yeah, we went on a long walk, but yeah, made a couple of stops, found a box, and I think you're here to take that box away from me. Is that right?
Not by force or anything, but you got a space in the back of the van, about that size. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put my foot on it. Is there any kind of like security check I'm supposed to do to make sure that these are the right guys, or is this kind of whatever caw thing we had to do?
Yeah,
we've already done
you
it.
just kind of knew that they were going to be coming.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
was coming
Then
to
I'm-
get the big orange case. Yeah.
Then it's kind of sitting underneath me, and Longbow puts the toe on top of it and kind of drags it over towards that guy underneath the table, right?
Mhm.
And just kind of slides on the ground over towards him, and he brings his foot back underneath his bench there, and he goes, it's kind of funny. We're all out here surviving, dealing with whatever is over these walls. And it's these little boxes that people care about. It was kind of strange.
People still obsessed with so much old stuff. Don't even know what means anything anymore.
Yeah.
But this one seems to mean something to somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, whatever leg they got you on to get it out to them, which I assume is what's happening. You guys just be real careful out there. And I'm gonna let them know where I saw that stampede.
Oh yeah, the one it was off to the east between here and like Pawnee. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, "Look, I don't know where you're going. I mean, I don't want to know where you're going, honestly. But out east, I did see a stampede, and it was a long one. So, you know, just be careful out there. I know we kind of compete on some stuff, but we're all here from elevation. We're all kind of in together, even though we all want some of the same jobs sometimes. So you guys are all right by me.
I think the littler one will be like, oh, the one that was out to the east. Yeah, no, I mean we helped. And basically the story is that like there was another enclave somewhere out there that like hired them to try. Not like the whole stampede was at their enclave, but there was like a smaller group kind of in a similar scenario that was reaching their enclave. Um,
Mm,
and these guys get hired a lot to do what they call dead drives, where they fire up the music off the ice cream van and
yes,
like all the dead follow them and they just lead them somewhere.
that's awesome. That's
So I
awesome.
think
Well,
like part of that stampede you saw was like some group that they had drawn away from somebody else.
that's awesome. Well, that's pretty funny then. Okay, good. Well, then it's old news to you. I'm glad to hear it. You guys are well equipped to handle that kind of stuff.
So it's something that they get hired for fairly often, just on the
Yeah,
nature of
they've
like
got the gear for it. Yeah,
they've
they
got
got
the
the
van, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I imagine that like all of them kind of smell like gasoline because they've all siphoned fuel at some point or another for this stupid van. Like their teeth are probably ruined from all the siphoning they've been doing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, cool.
All right. All right. And he'll like finish off this little bowl of like egg and rice and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
leave.
right.
I'm gonna leave and let them eat their food.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
have a
I'm
you
not
have a
gonna
good
wait
one.
around for that.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Good. Good. It's a handler. That's good. It feels good. It feels real good. Um, I'm gonna do like a little like I'm gonna ping my person, my blue haired emoji person, right?
Mhm.
That's who gave me this job, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like 3 wolves and a moon and a thumbs up. And just move on my day.
Yeah. You get back that little emoji laughing. Yes, that's your
Good,
response.
good. And after a little while, I'm gonna go find I think Rigid first.
Richard would actually be in his little hut still, if it's still that early in the morning. Probably just putting on his not fully destroyed tattered suit. It's still somewhat nice.
Yep. Yep. And Longbow will kind of like knock. It's like, hey man, I'm here.
Ah,
Want some coffee?
yeah, please. I'm fucking tired.
Yeah. So hey, I've got some stuff brewing, maybe. But I want to make sure that you and I are okay. And you mentioned you wanted to talk, so I figure we should do that.
Yeah. Well, let's start with your stuff first. What are you doing up this early anyway?
I was dropping off that case that we got over at Major Astros. Lords of Fun or whatever that thing is.
of space.
Yeah.
Yeah, the random just so happened to be a good idea at the time and didn't really want to ask questions job. Yeah, where'd you get that from?
We got that from a contact on Ubik Network. Old contact of mine I used to work with.
Hmm.
I thought there was going to be more there for us, but there wasn't.
So we did that job for free.
Yes and no. Um, that job kind of helped pay for the air cover we had back when we were getting swarmed by vectors.
Eye for an eye type situation. All right, all right.
Yeah, I tapped them, and I guess kind of later on they said, "Well, this is the price we had to pay." And if not that one, they'd come up with something else for us to get. So at least that one only cost us a leg and a couple of free helmets, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. These people good for work.
Sometimes I think it's more of a favors thing. If I ask for a favor,
Mm.
they're going to ask for a favor. And actually, I still have one out there. Um, we got some information from an old contact of mine. This guy, Yeti. I'm still kind of waiting for him to tell me what I owe him on that one. But yeah.
Mm.
So hopefully I can keep the favors to a minimum and they don't come bugging us too much.
I mean, if they're willing to pay like Jeb did. I mean, I'm not picky on work. I would just would have been nice to know. That's all. But
Well,
like I
that's
said,
what I'm saying is I don't think they do pay gigs. I think they do favor gigs. So if they ask me for a favor, then I get a favor back kind of deal. In that moment, I had asked them for a favor to help pull us out of the fire. And
I think you get
they
an
made good
emoji
on
of a
that.
stop sign.
Yeah, I get it. So I'm just gonna all of a sudden it's like, look, I was just paying him back on my favor.
all right, well, shit. You got people with arsenals. So fuck. It's the reason why you're mostly. I follow your lead in the field. So fuck. All right. Speaking of favors, I tapped an old college buddy of mine,
Yeah.
Honeydew. In a couple of days, you'll have your stuff.
Oh, good. That's
Yeah.
real good of you. And then I'll just like put out some bounty. It's like you tell me you take however much you need it. He'll put out like 10 bounty.
He'll take 8. Like, I'm not, and then you know what? It's not coming through the air. It's going to be coming through another rails. It's going to be coming through another option.
Okay,
Hey, look,
that's
man.
fine. Whatever method you choose is the right one.
Well, yeah. Look, I know we went through some shit out there. All
Yeah.
right, and I'm always all about everybody finding their relaxation, but this shit ain't no joke. I've seen people have real bad fucking time with it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sell it. I'm selling it to you. I'm not giving it to you.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I just paid for it, so I know you're selling
All
it
right.
to me, right?
So
Like I
right.
get that. I get that part,
Well,
but
like he looks at the 8 bounty and he's like, I'm probably gonna end up buying this for the crew anyway. Like he sets it aside. He's like, look, you gotta promise me you be responsible with this shit.
yeah, look,
You or you
I won't look, the way I know to do it is, pretty natural. You maybe have some a water skin or cantina with you and no guns and none of that stuff, and you just kind of get out there and try and set your head right. That's how I'm going to try and do this. And I'm not going to be alone when I do it. Might be you that I asked to, be my hand out there. Might be Myrtha. Might be Deacon. Right.
let it be me.
Okay.
I get Myrtha would probably want to go too, but Deegan, you're my friend, man. At the end of the day, you're my friend.
Yeah.
All right. Like for all the bullshit that we go through, you're one of my few close friends that I trust. And I don't want anything to happen to you. All right.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Rich. I do appreciate it. But man, something out there kind of messed my head pretty hard. And I got this old partner.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, dude. I just keep like just seeing his face on people, and I know he's not there. So I gotta get my head right, because that's dangerous to me. I understand you're worried about the hallucinogens or whatever, the peyote, but I'm more worried about me seeing the wrong thing out there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
And that's between you and me.
Well, you ain't gonna hear me say anything.
Thumbs up emoji pops up.
Fuck off. Cool. I'm gonna. Is there anything else, man?
Nah, man. Just I'll let you know when your stuff gets here. That's what I want to talk to you about.
Cool.
I think Deacon wanted me to come work out with him. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I don't want
Yeah,
to
no,
work out.
I did something to my shoulder. I'm not gonna hang out with Deacon today.
I tell you what, for a man who got shot in the shoulder like a couple days, well, I would say, what is it, a couple weeks? We've been here for like a week or two back in town.
Yeah.
Or is it? All right.
Days.
A couple days. I was like, man, get sewed up. And then he came to me like, hey, can you give me one of them Bowflex things? I was like, I can get you the prison yard version of it. And then he just went ham.
Yeah.
He just went ham. And I'm like, I need to work out. And then I realized, no, don't. But I promised him, and I'm not going to lie to the pastor.
Yeah.
So.
Well, man, hey, actually, I got up a little extra early. I think we can go take a nap.
Go take a nap.
I'll see you
later, boss.
I think between Rigid and Longbow, because you're the guys who have like Ubik gear,
You're right.
you will notice that over the last couple days since you've been back, old posts you've made on Ubik have been getting bumped. Old posts that have been out there about the incidentals, like on the job boards and stuff like that, have been getting like upvotes.
Oh shit!
Oh
shit! We got some subscribers.
Hey,
yeah. And the practical upshot here is that you have a single-use positive rep spot that is made right from Mobot Commune.
Hey. Yeah.
We unfucked that situation. Good. some good came from giving.
Yeah, Rigid looks at that and he's like, well, shit. All right. Well, at least giving up money.
I think there are at least 2 places that you find where like the people who are like, oh, these guys helped us out. They were great to work with. Like turns into a flame war in the comments with members of people from Euphoria.
Yeah.
Like,
let me tell you about this Z's tassels.
like I look at that and I'm like, man, these fucking assholes just won't let it go, will they?
Do not engage with the Ubik trolls. If you get in there, it's gonna get way worse, Rigid. Just leave it. Just don't post.
Man, this is bullshit, man. These people are slandering my name.
Just take the tablet away from you. Give it to your wife.
Here,
don't let him have this all day.
Damn it. Fuck. I'm gonna go work out. Now I'm angry. He like goes to the church. He's like, I'm fucking angry now. I'm gonna go work out. God damn motherfuckers.
Hey, you just hear like, if Jesus could lift that boulder, you can lift this bar.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Oh my god. Getting ripped for Jesus.
No, man, Stone was rolled away. Stone was deadlifted away, bud.
Yep. So Mike,
God, I want to make that a t-shirt.
Put it in the thing.
It probably is. I guarantee there's a t-shirt somewhere of Jesus deadlifting a boulder. There's gotta be.
But if not, Taylor can make it. I'm sure.
See, and that there's a market for it beyond just people watching games.
Right?
That's like,
like,
because there's gonna be some kind of like get swole, save souls.
Yes.
There's
gotta be a thing.
Oh my
fertile
god.
ground.
Oh
We can
my
find
god,
that.
there it is. I'm putting it in the chat.
Oh god, One of
Y'all,
us does. You do it.
our merch store is gonna take a very different turn in the people that come and buy our stuff.
Everybody,
Money's money, David.
No, I'm not gonna fight that. I'm not gonna fight that. Look, I don't have a dog in that hunt, but I'm not fighting that one at all.
no, you gotta have at least one muscle tank in any good merch store. You gotta
That's right.
have
Hmm.
like Critical Role's got Jocks Machina or whatever,
right.
you know, like
That's
you
right.
gotta have one fitness themed merch item
That's right.
for your
That's right.
nerdy hobby.
So Mike, Longbow's next conversation is with Myrtha. But before he has that conversation, he is going to pretend to go
Mhm.
back to his place, take off his Ubix, plug him in to get charged, and lay down and take a nap. And then he's going to get up after a few minutes, not put his
Mhm.
Ubix on, and go walk in the yards looking for Myrtha.
She'd probably be at her home.
If you and I feel like this is a risky move on Longbow's part, and I'm totally fine making a deception roll or whatever you want him to do, but he is trying to get away from his glasses and for
Fine,
that
fine.
to
I'm
not
sure.
be caught.
Sure, there will be no ramifications for doing something like that later. No, go ahead.
Right. Yeah, because then later he's gonna come back and pretend like he's waking up from his nap. And plugging him in and putting them on. So like, yeah, he is gonna try and get away from his glasses without his glasses knowing that he's gotten away.
Myrtha is at her home,
Sweet.
and Puck is
Before
at
I actually
school.
get there, do I need to roll a deception, or should we just let that sit and you tell me later on how
It's-
that rolls out?
Fine, we'll just set that over there.
Cool. Good.
Nothing
Thanks.
to worry about.
Good. Perfect. That's exactly how I wanted that to play out. So yeah, Longbow goes to Myrtha's place with Puck and everything like that, and he gives a little knock on the door.
She oh hey, come on in.
Hey,
I was just cleaning up. Puck just left.
yeah, going to school or something?
Yeah, they do the best they can down there. So
Oh, hey, if they could teach him arithmetic and literacy, that's more than a lot of kids got, honestly, before the fall. So it's probably pretty good.
they're fair. You want something to eat?
No, actually, I've already had breakfast. If you got some coffee or something, some tea, that'd be nice.
Yeah, coffee's good. I'll make up some coffee for us.
And he says, so hey, we were out there and a lot of stuff went down, and you pulled me out of some tough spots. And so I wanted to talk to you about some stuff.
Okay, sure. Just place a cup of coffee in front of him and then sit down at like her little table.
He reaches down into his backpack and pulls out, like out of his ration kit, he pulls out like a little I don't know, probably like a plastic bottle, you know, and he squeezes some of it into your coffee and into my coffee. So, caps it, so just a little syrup, sweeten it up.
Thanks.
So look, yesterday kind of freaked me out. I didn't know I was going to have this conversation with you this early, but yesterday changed some things for me. Myrtha, you and I we're in this together. I want you to know that, and I mean that. And you have saved my life more than once in the last couple of days when I don't think others would have. You're kind of like, honestly, my old partner that I used to go and do jobs with, and he'd do the same kind of stuff for me that you were doing. So look, part of the reason why I hate THQS is It's because they bombed my people to the fucking ground.
And sure.
And no, not in Pitcher. I'm not from Pitcher. Oh, he kind of shakes his hands are shaking. He takes that little bottle, he puts it back on the table and goes, "You're a clever person. You've traveled the world a little bit. And go ahead and give that a sniff. You'll know exactly where I came from."
Lift it up and sniff it.
It smells like maple syrup, like pure, perfect, unvarnished maple syrup. And he says, "I'm not even gonna say it. It's just, I want you to know who you've been saving."
Wow. Okay. She put it back down.
I hope this doesn't change your opinion of me. I've decided that, or I've realized that it matters to me what you and the rest of the group think, and I'm feeling a little vulnerable. I think that's the word, vulnerable, right now. So
It's okay.
Okay.
You're in a. You're safe. It's okay.
Can Myrtha
Over.
roll a self-control check for me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to. I'm glad that we had this conversation after we decided to be dependents. That was cocked. Lucky for you, I rolled a 10 on the black. 13 over 4.
So it's only one stress.
Cool. Okay. I have a lot of questions.
I can probably answer a couple of them. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff I can't talk about.
I imagine. I mean, the bigger question is why? Why here?
The the remnants of us that are left, we need a place to live. We need a place to get food. We need shelter and security. You know, there's a bunch of them still living up in the mountains. They're old, hunters and trappers and furmen and First Nations people and all kinds of folk up there needing help. And those supplies don't last forever, and those methods don't last forever. Polar bear hunting patterns change. Things got to change, and so I'm kind of down here as tip of the spear kind of stuff.
So you have no reason to go over the river.
Well, I probably will. You saw in the news yesterday, there's some of us over the river already. And I still want to make good on our job, on our contract. But I think that when I get there, depending on my situation, my work may not be done. Your work will be, right? But mine might not be. Depends on what they need. But I can't rest until my folks are taken care of and have a shot at living that fucking DHQS took away from millions of them.
You're not you're not wrong. And what they did was horrible. I don't think you'll find any of us that would say otherwise. Um, uh, what can I do to help? How can I help you?
Myrtha, you've already done so much. I think at this point, just it's important for me that that it's okay with you, that I am who I really am, and my background is what it is.
I mean, it's a hell of a thing. I mean, I don't know if, you telling me this and you knowing about all of the other things about me, I don't know how that sits between us.
Look, within all of my power, nobody's ever taken you. Nothing's ever going to happen to you or Puck or this group. I'm fully committed to you and Puck and the group. It's just I got this kind of other thing that I do every so often. And, you've been there for me in a way that nobody else has been. And I want you to know that means something important to me, that I don't, what is it? I guess my allegiances are shifted. I still need my people taken care of, but I need you taken care of too.
Yeah, I need you taken care of too. Is this what the thing from the Space Museum was about?
Yeah. I kind of owed them one because they were the ones that sent the drone out, or paid for the drone to show up.
When
That killed all those latents and the fucking meeks and the vectors and all that stuff. That was them. I called them, and they funded that little soiree. And a couple of days later, they said, "Hey, got this thing you need to get." Sometimes, asking for something from them means that I got to pay a price.
Richard's not gonna like that.
No, I don't like it either. But I'm going to try my best not to ask too much of them so that, they can get on about their work, and, at some point or another, maybe they'll have like a real job, not one of these favor type jobs.
Hey, I mean, they saved our ass on that one. They really did.
Yeah, I don't know that we were going to make it without them. And that's the only reason I called them. It's because I kind of foresaw trouble if we didn't have that kind of backup. But yeah.
Okay. What are you going to tell Richard and Deacon? Or are you gonna sit with it for a bit? Like, I won't say anything.
I appreciate that. I will eventually. Rigid knows that suitcase job was to kind of pay for the drone. Nobody else knows about my past. And it'll come out eventually, I'm sure. But that one's gonna have to wait a minute. It's just that I don't know, something about this trip showed me that I can't keep you in the dark.
Well, thanks for thinking of it that way. I guess. I don't think like my father does or anything like that. Like,
I know you don't. That's why yesterday, if nothing else, yesterday solidified that for me. Kind of seeing how you were afterwards and all that stuff. I already knew that you weren't like your dad, and I know that we mean more to each other than where we come from.
yeah, that's what I think too. That's a lot for you to be holding on your shoulders. Like, if you ever want to talk, like, no judgment. It's okay.
Okay. Thanks, Myrtha. I'll keep that in mind.
So I know Longabaugh is a moniker because Myrtha is too, right?
Say that again?
I know Longabaugh is a moniker, I assume, because Myrtha is, no one would be blessed with this name.
Yeah.
I'm Jessica.
Jessica, it's good to meet you.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I already know who it's based on. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
My dad always called me Hosehead growing up. It's because my real name is Doug McKenzie.
I feel like I'm missing something there, but my basis of pop culture is very, very limited.
I get you. Yeah, so a little in on that one. There used to be this old TV show called The Great White North. It's a Canadian, I don't know, stupid show. And on there's a dog named Hosehead. And our family name was Mackenzie. My dad loved that stupid show, and he named me one of the characters, Doug. And my nickname growing up from him was Hosehead. And that's the whole thing. My dad was a simple guy, I guess. So yeah, that's all of that that I got for you. So if you ever call me a hosehead, I'll know what it means.
Well, I'm glad that we're in this together, Doug.
Same way, Jessica. I'm gonna go back and probably clear my head a little bit. I'm glad we had some time together.
Me too. We'll talk soon.
Yeah. See you, Myrtha.
See you, Longabaugh. And she'll see him out.
Cool. Mike, I'm so proud that you caught that reference.
As the resident old guy in the group, yeah.
Oh my
I'm
God.
also getting ready to spam the channel with "Take Off to the Great White North" by Rush. We're gonna get off.
Yes.
You know.
So literally, when I was a little kid, my dad really did call me Hosehead. And that's where I came up with so much of this. Oh my God. Okay, cool. Sorry, that's real life David shit. Y'all getting David lore there. Not just Longabaugh lore.
That's the deepest lore there is when you get player lore.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man.
Hey, you had to deal with an entire session that was my obsession with the guy who used to host TV cartoons. Elementary school. Right? Like,
It's good. We all got them. We all got them. Oh,
If
man.
any of the other players have something like that they want to work in, let me know. I can get out of that.
So yeah, I'm gonna go back and pretend like I've been napping, and then wake up and get my Ubix on and pretend like I'm starting my day, and hope they didn't notice the 25-minute gap.
A little message pops up. Your heart rate's unusually high, Longabaugh.
Stop it! Stop it! You don't know me. Night terrors are a thing.
In this economy, yes, they are.
Nobody can afford night terrors anymore.
Night
All people with
terrors
night
in
terrors
this
die.
economy? Yeah.
Any day terrors.
Yeah. So unless there's something else, I think their next step is like starting to look for more work.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Well, it's 10:30.
It is a little late.
Good
Did
point.
we
Yeah.
did we role play out all the time we had for doing like score setup?
Maybe. I don't know. I like I can kind of
It's-
judge. It's like we'll do like one leg if it's a big fight, or like two or three if they're shorter. But like when it's like
Right.
real free form in town, it's like
Yeah.
it's a little up there. Like it doesn't have the same blades. Like okay, you get your 2 downtime actions. Like so.
Right. Yeah, we have as many actions as we want.
Yeah.
Hey, talking to each other and NPCs is the lifeblood of games like this. So
Yes. But in this one, it don't earn you no bounty. So
Didn't earn any money.
oh wait,
that
I
is
thought
not what this game is about. So there.
wait, did Longabaugh and I not hit our trauma triggers? Shit. Oh, that's
Yeah, do we get some will on that one?
yeah.
You're reset.
Got-
You're back in town, man. That's you know. You don't get
I
the
do
extra.
miss our leveling up traumas just so that we could get
Earn
get
extra XP.
XP. The king of traumas. With over here, Ethan.
Yeah, then maybe next time we start out by looking for jobs.
Yeah.
So we can
Sounds good.
look for jobs, negotiate our job.
Do a lake.
Yeah, just in case I'll prep a leg to have something to do.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Whew.
Wait. Nothing will happen to Longabaugh. That's like,
They don't know. They
I'm
don't
just
know.
handing you
They
knives.
don't.
I'm handing you
Hey,
some
hey, you know
knives.
what? The brothel cars could have been in town, and he needed a break. Like
That's right. That's right.
There's so many
Longa's just gonna be
excuses.
walking down the street, and all of a sudden his UV expects are gonna start blasting "Oh Canada" just in the middle of town.
Yes.
It's like,
And then I gotta stop and salute and everything. Like,
yeah.
you're gonna
gonna
start
call
telling
up
everybody
them-
sorry instead of sorry.
yep,
Story.
Story.
yep.
Look, Bridget, I gotta talk to you about that last job. Yeah, that's-
Pretty sure
gotta
Rigid,
talk to-
pretty sure Rigid would be like, "Ah, you must have found Lenny Kidney or something." Nobody talks like that. He
That's
would
right.
Everybody talks.
totally write it off.
They actually make that joke in Letterkenny. That this whole thing. He's like, that fellow there was saying a boat. Don't
Yeah.
nobody say a boat. How do you say it? I need to talk to my friend Izzy about all the weird or not weird, but the like linguistic pronunciation stuff for Canadian English, because she was taking like a whole class on that a
Oh,
while
damn.
back.
Oh damn. Nice.
Always
Yeah,
like
I didn't even
vowel.
want to. I didn't even want to play around with that because I knew that I would just be way too cartoony
Yeah,
about that stuff. you
It's
know?
the actual ones are like a lot more subtle than you think they'd be, but you notice them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun stuff.
Awesome. Well, folks, it's been Red Markets.
It's been a day in Red Markets.
A day. Yeah.
Hey,
so
it's not even noon for you guys. That was like 7:30.
It was good. It was good. Yeah, we're still early morning or late morning maybe. So folks, we're gonna raid. We're gonna head over to Mr. Cave Geek Art because he's making maps today, and that's like core Cave Geek Art content right there. That's like what he does
Mhm.
best. Last time he was doing a Q&A with a buddy, but I think they were just drinking together. And
That's
every
dope.
so often they'd read a question.
Nothing. That's just
That-
how we're gonna do the Wine
Just
Ants
do-
podcast.
That's
just
right.
It's
do
just
that.
how we're
Yeah,
gonna do it.
just- that is the core of like probably half of all podcasts is just
Mhm.
people sitting around drinking together and just talking.
Yep. Absolutely.
Come back Friday for World Building with Legend Keeper.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday's going to be a good stream. I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be at like 8:30 Eastern, so should be a really good show. All right, folks, we are gonna head on over to Cave Geek Art. Thanks again for tuning in. Red Markets has been a blast, and I'm really glad that we got to do this like little big interlude. Really, is what this was been.
Mhm.
It's been nice. It's been real nice. Everybody at home, as always, thanks for watching and have fun. Play well.
May all your rolls be crits.